Hello, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. We are here for some Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield shiny hunting. If you missed the last time we did this last Saturday, we were able to get 2 shinies. I've been working on a shiny Gossifleur for a while. I was kind of doing that on my own time. And then after we actually ended up getting that, I decided to do some Masuda method hunting for a shiny Wooloo, which we also ended up getting in only 51 encounters, which is kind of ridiculous looking back on it. And we are here for some more shiny hunting in this game, mainly because there's just a lot of shinies that I can't get in Scarlet and Violet that I can get in this game, and a lot of those shinies are really nice, as we saw last stream with Wooloo and with Gossifleur, and we're going to try and get another one here in Nickit. So that's kind of going to be the plan. So that'll kind of be the goal for today. We'll start with a little Masuda method hunting for Nickit. If we get that, then we'll probably go for Blipbug because I'm a big fan of Orbeetle shiny. I think that is going to be the move. So hopefully y'all are hyped up for that. What's up, Murph? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? See that Wooloo turned you into Sword and Shield Hunter? Not really, actually. This has been kind of the plan for a while. I was running low on shinies to get in Scarlet and Violet, and I was like, well, I gotta do some hunting somewhere. So this seemed like a good fit because there's a bunch of shinies I can't get normally in Scarlet and Violet I can get here. And then I'd already been doing, like, I think I said this last stream too, I'd already been doing a Gossifleur hunt on my own just because I wanted one, and I figured, like, man, I could be streaming this. So one thing led to another, and that's why we started doing this now. What's up, Joe? How's it going, man? How you doing, brother? Started hunting the minute I get into my car. SMH, I'm sorry, my fault. I did not mean to time it that way. I promise it was not my intention, so I apologize in advance. Gonna say you're in around mods and Scarlet and Violet soon enough. Yeah, we've already pretty much near scraped the bottom of the barrel with mods and Scarlet and Violet. I think there's like some outbreaks left, like I think like some evolutions. Like I know we're missing Sylveon, Glaceon, Leafeon. I know we're missing some of the starters. We're missing the Violet Paradox mons. We're missing Roaring Moon. So there's like a couple that we still gotta get, but yeah, that number is dwindling down slower and slower and slower. So we're eventually going to have to find something else to hunt, and that's why I decided to hunt in Sword and Shield. So it seemed like the next best fit, especially with ZA around the corner sometime this year. We just don't quite know when. So once we get that figured out, that'll kind of be what takes up most of our time from there, especially when it comes to the shiny hunting. And we've also got Arceus going on as well, and BDSP. So we got 4 different shiny hunting extravaganzas going on during the week. So yeah, that's kind of the plan at the moment. Sword and Shield one day, do Scarlet Violet another day, BDSP another day, and then Legends Arceus another. So that way we're getting 4 days of playthrough slash shiny hunting, and then we have our 5th variety day. It seemed like a good fit in my opinion. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I believe I did drop off the Nickit. I did. Okay, cool. So in that case, we are just kind of going to be chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. And we've got our little friend here, Fox the Moltres, with Flame Body, because that decreases the amount of steps we need to take. And yeah, this is kind of going to be the vibe. It's just going to be chilling, trying to get a little shiny Fox, and seeing what happens from there. So yeah, that's kind of going to be the vibes today. So hopefully y'all are excited. I know I am. I really want to get this thing shiny because I think it is absolutely bloody gorgeous. As much as I will clown on Gen 8, and don't worry, I will clown on Gen 8 until the day I die, Gen 8 has some top tier shiny Pokemon. Which, like, I don't know if that's like Game Freak, because I think they actually like had people kind of pick out colors for them now, right? Or am I wrong about that? I could be wrong. But in like Gen 8, they did a great job on a lot of the shinies. Like even just like the Route 1 Pokemon are all really good. Like Wooloo shinies top tier. Rookidee, when it evolves in the Corviknight, has a top tier shiny. Same with Blipbug into Orbeetle. Thievul and Nickit have great shinies. Like, they knew what they were doing. They kind of knocked it out of the park with the shinies in Sword and Shield. I'll give them that. There's very few other things I'll give this game, but I will gladly give them that. There's one thing I can say about Sword and Shield that's positive. It's that they made good shinies. So good job, art team. You did a great job. Hey, what's up, Watermelon Car? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Caught the shiny Cyclizar. Congrats. Big nice. That's real cool. All right, there is our egg number 5. Perfect. Off to a good start. I'm not trying. I don't know if I'm gonna even bother keeping a counter. I guess we might as well. 1. There we go. Might as well. Got nothing better to do with it. Yeah, I think the play, I want to at some point like do more like Brilliant Aura hunts, but I feel like they just take so much longer, you know? Like we have one like our Zigzagoon that took like no time at all. Like we did that all in one stream, and then we also have ones like our like the Gossiflor when I was doing it my own time that took no joke months, and I randomly got it on stream one day. So I don't know. It's kind of a tough call because it seems like the way, based on my understanding of it, it goes is that Brilliant Auras technically have better odds by like, I think it's like 1 in 400 versus 1 in 512 or something like that. So technically, like, yes, they do have better odds, but there's a lot of extra setup to get there. And that's kind of the downside of Brilliant Auras, is because you need to like do that extra large amounts of setup to make sure you can spawn more Brilliant Auras. So these guys do not take long to hatch at all. Like that was like no time at all. Holy crap. That was kind of crazy how like that took almost no time at all to hatch these fools. They used to do most shinies basically random. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I remember that was like the thing in like Gen 2, wasn't it? Didn't they just like do like a random like color swap or something? Wasn't that how it worked? And just pick out some specific ones or try to keep it similar among Evo lines, but as the generations went on, they handpicked more and more. Okay, interesting. I've always been mods handpicked just more in later gens. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I know that like there were certain ones that like they set aside or whatever, but I think there were also others that were like just they put it into a color algorithm and then like out popped a new color variation and they were like, this is it shiny now. So I don't know which ones are which, though. That's my thing. But it makes sense, like saves them time on that way, like not have to coming up with like new colors for every single Pokemon. So I guess there's that. I'll take that job, Game Freak. I'll design your shinies for you. They'll all probably be purple, gray, or black, but you know what? They'll look cool. But then there'd be too many and it'd be oversaturation, so people wouldn't like them as much. At least that's what I think. Because I think if you give people too much of a good thing, it's not gonna be a good thing anymore. You know what I mean? Bro, this hat is not cooperating, like, at all. There we go. It's like if you make every single shiny black or like a bright white, then it's just gonna be like, oh well, wow, I get to catch a black Nickit now. Oh, I get to catch a black Moltres now, instead of just like, oh, I get to see a shiny Moltres, which like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't. Like I said, if you do too many of the exact same thing, it's not gonna be fun anymore. What was this egg? Was this egg a Wooloo, or what is this? I actually don't remember what this is. I think it's just a random egg I have. It was probably something from last stream. I'll check it later. I heard in a Japanese interview done back in 2000, they specifically made Pikachu shiny very similar to normal Pikachu that could keep similar branding or marketing for shinies. I feel like I remember hearing something like that before. Maybe it was on like Did You Know Gaming or something. I feel like I remember hearing something like that before as well. Which, like, I guess it makes sense. You probably don't want your mascot to become too drastically different from like its norm. But then also like Eevee's become kind of a secondary mascot now, and its shiny's pretty different. But then again, I guess they like, that's more of like a later thing. Like I feel like Eevee didn't really become like a secondary mascot until like what, Let's Go. And then since then, because then it got a G-Mex form, and then it's kind of been, it had like the 7-star Terra Raid alongside Pikachu. It got a Z move in Gen 7. So I guess that it had its shiny picked out long before it actually became like mascot tier, for so to speak. Don't get me wrong, I love Shiny Eevee though. Shiny Eevee's top tier. Hey, what's up, Snappy? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's your day going? I'll be trying to get a caretaking job next year when I get my GED done. Oh, that's awesome. That's really, really cool. Are you taking some of the tests right now then, or how's that working? I have a couple of students who are studying for their GED, or moving to our like GED program. And they seem like they like it so far. The way I saw it was like, I'd rather you be successful in a program that's gonna fit you better than to like flounder for a couple extra years in high school. Because I have like some students who like really struggle in a traditional classroom, and that's kind of why they go to the school that I work at. So that's why we recommend GED or like the adult education programs to them. Just because it's a lot more convenient for them and they can go at their own pace, that kind of stuff. And a lot of them seem like they really enjoy it. And the adult ed teacher that we have is super cool. She's super, super chill. I still have to get through my GED book. I'm homeschooled. Oh, gotcha. Very, very cool. So when do you actually have to like schedule? Is it like you schedule the test like a good amount in advance and then you can just like study between then and the actual test date, or how's that work? Excuse me. Or is it like you schedule like a week before or something? Like how much time do you have to like study in between scheduling it? We know they handpicked shinies since the beginning because in Gen 3 they changed most shinies, assumedly they changed some of the random popular ones to make sure they had good shinies. Did they? Was that like an interview or something? I don't feel like I've heard this before. Like it was a good idea to make sure shiny Charizard was super good because then they could use a ton of marketing widget, which they did and stuff in TCG and events. Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, like when Shining Fates, like the Shining Fates TCG set came out, that was the chase card, was the Shiny Charizard VMAX. And I actually pulled one. Hashtag little humble brag right there. So I suppose it makes sense. You want like your popular Pokemon to be like, to remain popular for those who like collect the shinies and stuff. It definitely makes sense. I just don't remember hearing that before. So I wonder if what like their criteria was to be like, oh yeah, this will be popular versus like, oh, this won't be popular. Because I'm sure like Charizard, they know like it's a starter, it's been popular since Gen 1, obviously it's going to be popular. And I'm sure they can kind of repeat that process for every new starter. Like at the very least, people will like it, even if it's like a starter that some people don't like. It's still a starter, so it's going to have like popularity associated with it. So I guess in that regard, it's like, okay, well, we want to make sure these are good. But I don't know, I wonder what like criteria they would use. That's interesting to think about. I do my GE book all day. My mom is basically my teacher, so she gives me the schedules on what to study. Oh, okay. That makes sense, I think. I'm not too familiar with like, I know like what it is and everything, and I know like how to go about getting it. I just don't know like, because I know you have to do like a test per subject and everything. I just don't know like how the like prep stuff works and all that. But I know we have like GED books that we give out to students and stuff. Because the original Shiny Charizard was like purple and green. Yes, it was. It's also, I think it's that color is actually in Smash Brothers as well. But no, I remember seeing that in like Gen 2 because it was purple and green. I remember that. And I was like, oh, that's funny. Same gen I did the first shiny TCG cards. They also changed it to black. What gen did they do the first shiny TCG cards? Did they do those in Gen 3? I wonder. I actually don't know the answer. I feel like Gen 3 would make sense because I thought it was black in Gen 4. But I guess they could have kept it for Gen 3 and then changed it for Gen 4. I just know in Gen 4 I had a shiny Charizard. I do get my gel saving up for a PC. Already got one picked out. That's exciting. Are you going to do like a full build or are you going to do a pre-build? I just did a pre-built one. because my brother recommended a website. Then his friend also recommended a website too, because he's pretty good with computers. Doesn't change mods like Sneasel, which isn't particularly popular, but I'm just guessing here. They probably thought some of them cooler mods were going to be popular, but EK. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like it's probably like tough to like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends for certain Pokemon, because like the pseudo legendary, the legendaries, the starters, you know, those guys are going to be popular, right? Like obviously like your legendary Pokemon, your pseudo legendary, your starters gonna be popular because like it's gonna be like the big thing that people are chasing, like the legendary, the pseudo, that kind of thing, and then their starters gonna be with them for the whole game. So like of course those are gonna be popular as well. But I don't know, it's just interesting to think like what criteria do they use to determine what's gonna be popular and stuff. I don't know, it's just interesting to think about. I'm surprised they changed Sneasel, because I feel like Sneasel's shiny is pretty divisive. Like I like it, but I feel like for every person that likes it, there's the exact same amount of people who dislike it, you know? I like it. I think it looks cool. But I can understand why somebody wouldn't like it. Because it is, like, almost entirely opposite colors from the original. It's interesting, though. I wonder what the original was. Gonna do a pre-build? Nice. My dad knows how to build one, but it was going to be out of my price range, so I'll just do a pre-built. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to do too. My cousin tried to explain to me that building a PC is just so easy. It's basically just adult Legos, and I was like, oh, okay. But it's a lot cheaper to get the pre-builds and then just replace parts if you need to, apparently, so that's why I decided to do that. And you can get like really good pre-builds. Like the pre-build I got is really solid. Like it's a really nice computer for the price I paid, and I've already like I was able to do a payment plan too. It's already fully paid off, so I don't have to pay anything else on it. Yeah, it's really convenient. And there are some like PC builds and stuff you can do that are like you pick your own parts and everything that do let you do monthly payments, but the websites I was trying to use wouldn't let me. So I was like, all right, well, I can't afford a $2,000 PC up front, so I have to do monthly payments on it. So that's why I ended up doing my pre-build and got some Rex on it. But I love my pre-built PC. It does the job, and it does the job pretty well. Did Gold Star cards, shiny cards from 2004, 2007, so it was in Gen 3. I don't remember those at all, but then I wasn't really into TCG at that point. I was in it as a kid. I was into it as a kid, I should say. So like Gen 1, Gen 2, and then Gen 3 came out, and I really hard focused on the video game and the anime. I was also in a bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh phase at that point too. So I was kind of out of, like, Yu-Gi-Oh was taking my TCG brain, whereas like Pokemon was taking like my video game brain. Like I wasn't playing the Pokemon TCG, and I wasn't playing the Yu-Gi-Oh video games very much. So that's probably why I didn't know about it. Like I don't think I got back into, actually no, because I remember Delta Species. I remember those, and I think those were Gen 3. So maybe I was into it for a little bit, because you can get like a Delta, like, I don't know, I think I have like a Delta something in my closet that's like electric type. That's not supposed to be it. Like a Delta Magmar or something that's an electric type. I swear I have something like that. So maybe I was into it for a little bit then. Maybe I got out of it right as Gold Star cards started, or right as I stopped and Delta started. I don't know. That's a tough one to figure out. But I definitely remember Delta Species, and I remember I owned a Team I think I owned like a Team Aqua's Walrein card that was really good. I remember that as well. Swalot should be the mascot? Why? Give me one good reason why Swalot should be the mascot. Especially back then, they only really considered the Japanese market, or at least that's all they knew. And who knows what the 2000s Japanese Pokemon market was into. Yeah, true. I'm sure there are Pokemon that are very popular there that are not as popular here in the States, and vice versa. Especially Gold Star Charizard is one of the most valuable cards from those sets, along with Shiny Umbreon. Wow, who could have guessed that two of the favorite shinies of all time would be the most valuable cards? Who could have guessed? The Delta cards and gold cards at the same time, they were super rare. Okay. So I'm guessing probably the gold star cards were way rarer because I don't think I ever owned one. I had a bunch of Delta cards. Like, I'm pretty sure I could pull out my, my, like, collection of, like, cards from when I was a kid right now. And I've still got some Delta cards in there, but I don't think I have a single gold star card. So either they're stupid rare, or I just got incredibly unlucky as a kid. Which I guess it could be both, too. Swallow beta design? Swallow beta design? Alright, you're kind of cooking. You're kind of cooking right now. The Swallow beta design is kind of fire. The Swallow final design? Don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, I do not like Swallow's design. The Bay design is like the most like funny yet cursed thing I've ever seen, next to Skitty with eyes. Yeah, Joe and I yesterday, we went through and looked at, so we were playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. He was watching me play it. And then we decided, hey, let's look at this video of like unused beta stuff from Gen 3. And we saw like beta designs for certain Pokemon like Swalot, Skitty, Lotad, like a bunch of the Gen 3 Pokedex. And beta Skitty was by far one of the most cursed things I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. It was scary almost to be like, what are you? What have you done? This is not the Skitty that I know and love. They gave it eyes. It had actual eyes instead of like the little slits. And it does not look good with eyes. It does not. I do not like how it looks at all. Like what rarity the SIRs, like those fancy photo cards in modern day are. Oh, I've got plenty of those, like nowadays. So I think I just got really unlucky as a kid. I pulled a bunch of full arts. I pulled a bunch of full arts. I pulled a bunch of rainbows. I pulled a bunch of shinies. I think I just got really unlucky as a kid then. I must have just gotten like woefully unlucky growing up. Because I have pulled a very good amount of full arts. I've pulled them on this channel. Like back when I used to do TCG unboxings. Because I worked at Barnes & Noble and got a discount. That was really cool, but very bad for my wallet. I spent so much money on cards when I was working there, dude. That was a big mistake. What did I just bump into? Imagine if that Thievul was shiny. I would have pissed my pants. I actually would have like screamed. Yeah, I don't know. I never really like I don't think it's something I would get back into. No, I don't want to click the expansion pass. Don't directly put me on that, please. I don't know if TCG is something I get back into. I feel like I would sooner get into Yu-Gi-Oh again than I would into the Pokemon TCG. Yu-Gi-Oh's TCG actually like interests me way more than Pokemon's does. Like I actually watch like Yu-Gi-Oh content on YouTube. Like I watch Simo, I watch Ruxin, I watch MBT, I watch Team APS. Like I watch a decent amount of Yu-Gi-Oh content creators. I do not watch any Pokemon TCG creators. Maybe one day I'll get back into Yu-Gi-Oh. I think that'd be fun to do as like a video. Have like, I think Joe and I have talked about doing this, like having Joe teach me modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Like Doofus, who hasn't played Yu-Gi-Oh in 20 years, learns modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Learns about Link summoning. Learns about pendulum summoning. That could be an interesting vid. I like how I'm playing Ring Around the Rosie with this Cubchoo. Or just super lucky now. I guess that's fair. I don't know. I am pretty lucky usually when it comes to like Pokemon related things. As I was not easy to come by. They're normally about 1 per booster pack. Booster box, 36 packs. There were some packs where like I would pull them like 2 in a row. Like I'd have to go back and rewatch like my TCG openings and stuff. I'd have to like go back and like rewatch them, but there were quite a few like where I pulled like so many like illustrated and so many like full arts and shinies and like rainbow arts and stuff. So I guess the older I got, the luckier I got. I don't know. Like 8-year-old me had to walk so that 28-year-old me could run. Yu-Gi-Oh content is good, Yu-Gi-Oh the game is not. Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. I remember, I think you and I had this conversation a couple months ago, back when there was like a YCS going on. I was like, oh, I'll pop in and watch. I had no clue what the hell was happening. I had zero idea what was going on. That's why I would, if I played Yu-Gi-Oh, I would have to play like something from like the mid 2000s, like GOAT format or Edison format, or I don't know, I'm pretty sure there's other ones like that. Like I'd probably have to play like one of those formats, because otherwise I would be next to useless. I would have no clue what's happening past like 2005. There were older sets with full arts that aren't SIRs. Maybe you're talking about those. SIRs are a more recent thing. I'm not sure what the difference is, I'm gonna be honest. I'm talking about just like, I don't even know, like, trying to think of one I pulled. I can't think of a single TCG card I pulled. I'm not talking about like as a kid, I'm talking about present day, like Shining Fates, Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, like those sets. Like I pulled like full arts and stuff like that from that, like full art shinies, rainbows, that kind of stuff. Like I pulled the shiny full art Charizard VMAX on this channel before. I pulled one of the rainbow G-Max for Shifu's. Trying to remember what else. I think I pulled a Calyrex VMAX, I want to say. I think I might have done that. I pulled a shiny Suicune, which is one of the rarer cards in Shining Fates, apparently. Funnily enough, I pulled the two most expensive cards in Shining Fates. I pulled the shiny Charizard VMAX, and I pulled the shiny Suicune. And there was a little bit where the shiny Lapras VMAX was the third most, and I pulled that one as well. Shining Fates and me, we just had that connection. I actually like pulled decent cards. Battle Styles, that's the other one I couldn't think of. For the Fan of Waves, of course. Bro, I never got anything good from Battle Styles. I think I got the Urshifu one time, like in like my first either PAX or ETB that I did. I pulled the Rainbow Urshifu and I was like, damn, okay, Battle Styles. And then I never got anything good in Battle Styles ever again after that. Nothing. Battle Styles was like not it for me. Shining Fates and Battle Styles were my antithesis of one another. For every good thing that happened to me in Shining Fates, I felt like nothing happened to me in Battle Styles. Damn, yeah, you're just that lucky. That's incredibly lucky. I guess so. No, I don't want to take my Pokemon back. I was just mashing the A button, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I guess I did. Because I pulled like quite I would open usually like 8 to 10 packs in every video, and there'd be damn microphone. God, I hate this stupid microphone. Thanks a lot, Mike, for recommending this. I'm just playing. It's not Mike's fault. It's the stupid wire's fault. Like, for some reason, they make the port on this, like, so goddamn loose. So if you even, like, breathe too close to the microphone, it, like, jostles it loose. And it's so aggravating. But, what was I saying? Yeah, Battle Styles and Chilling Reign, I had no luck in. Shining Fates and me, we were friends. Me and Shining Fates, we were friends. I pulled like so much good stuff out of that set, but my luck stopped there. That says so tragic. I lost so much money from my store from that set. I believe it, dude. That set is just like not, I don't even know, like even the chase cards, like I just feel like they weren't that good. I just feel like they weren't that good. I think the card I wanted was like the full art Phoebe, because Phoebe's my favorite Elite Four member. And I didn't get it, obviously. And then I don't think I ever got like any of the like chase cards. All I pulled were like commons and rares. I never pulled anything else. It was so upsetting. I never got any good pulls from that set. Chilling Reign was a little bit better, but Battle Styles was easily like... Shining Fates was the highest of highs, and Battle Styles was the lowest of valleys. Like, it was that bad. Battle Styles was just a tragic set all around. Never got anything good out of this either, but I never pulled anything out of Shining Fates either. Fair. Yeah, Shining Fates and I, we had a good thing going. Like, no joke, my first video I did on the channel of Shining Fates, I pulled the Shiny Charizard. It was worth 400 bucks at the time. I wish I would have sold it right then and there, because it only I thought it would accumulate value. It did not. It deteriorated in value. An ungraded one back then was selling for $400. And I was like, I'm gonna let my value accumulate, and it didn't. It dropped. I think I sold it for 150, which is still 150 bucks. Like, not bad, but I would have made more than twice that if I just sold it immediately. I don't know if the guy who bought it from me ever got it graded. Okay. By the way, SIR means secret illustration rare. Illustration rares are full arts, and SIRs are the fancy full arts, like the shiny cards and stuff. I'll be honest, I don't really know what the difference is. I get what you're saying, I just don't know. I would have to see them like side by side. Is it like the alternate art, like that kind of stuff, like the alt arts? I think I have one. Like, I think I actually have one. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab it. I'll be right back. I know exactly where it is. So would it be one like this then? I have this like Squovit. Is it this kind of thing? Or am I is it something different? Because I think I pulled that from one of like I want to say it was one of the Paldea boxes, but I could be wrong. That's an illustration rare, then I have no clue what the hell the difference is. I have zero idea what the difference is then. I have no clue at all. I don't know what the difference is. Like I said, I have to see them side by side. Yeah, I'm too out of touch with the TCG right now. I just know I pulled this like 3 years ago or something. Like, I think my parents got me like a random pack of Pokemon cards to go in my stocking for Christmas one year. I think I pulled this out of it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this was a while ago. I couldn't even tell you what set this is from. I have no clue. I just pulled and I was like, oh, it's cute. I like it. He's asleep. So I guess that's an illustration rare. All right, 29. Dude, this hat is driving me insane. I might need to go swap it for a beanie because it's just not doing what I want it to. Hats and headphones are not it. I'm just gonna be honest. Hats and headphones are so cumbersome and annoying, but I didn't feel like putting stuff in my hair and doing my hair and everything, so I decided to wear a hat on stream instead. Made a mistake. Definitely should have just done my hair. Look, he wants a hug. That's cute. He just wants a hug. The SIRs are those but fancier. The way you tell them is that SIRs are normally EX or V, whatever the gimmick is, and are textured. Okay. Gotcha. That makes more sense now. That makes a lot more sense now. For the most part. I kid. All right, we officially have a box of foxes. Let's go. Call this the fox box. Oh, I'm running low. I'm gonna have to do some mass releasing. I'm gonna definitely have to do some mass releasing. Bro, I definitely feel like games just need to have a mass release button. I'm with Joe on that one. I think we were talking about that the other day. The games just need to have a mass release button. Make everyone's life easier. That'd be so delightful. I know Arceus does, but like, I mean like every game. Because like, for breeding, it would just make life so much easier. Don't get me wrong, I know like the people who actively like breed Pokemon are like, probably what, maybe 10% of their player base, maybe. But still, those 10% would really appreciate a Game Freak, even just a crumb, just a crumb of like a decent feature, please. Could get a Charizard, and the better version is a Charizard EX, and I get a full art illustrated, and then the best version SI would be the full art Charizard EX. Okay. I think it makes sense. My cat dropped my 3DS and turned it off, breaking my 200 binary check. Uh-oh. That's what we in the biz call not good. Sorry that happened to you. That is it's pretty frustrating. I would not speak to my cat for the rest of the day if she did something like that to me. We would not be on good terms. No, I don't want to fight this. He's too cute. I don't want to hurt this little bear. He's adorable. All right, perfect. Yeah, after this, we're definitely gonna have to do some mass releasing. I've got too many boxes of Mons. I hit the wrong button. What's the boost? Oh yeah, it's B. I'm dumb. I feel like every time I come to the specific area to like do like breeding and stuff, it always is snowy. It always is snowy, and I don't know why. It drives me crazy. Like every single time I come here, it's always snowing. And I don't know why. I don't know if this region is just more like, this part's just more coded to be snowy or something. But it feels like in every time thing, like I always see the same mons here, like Sneasel, Cubchoo, Noivern, or Noibat. I'm like, can I get some little bit of variety here? Oh, damn, that was back to back. Pretty close to 1K subs, yeah. I think we're what, like 2 or 3 away, I'm pretty sure. Pretty close, pretty close. So if you haven't already subscribed, what are you doing? Yeah, just a couple more to go. I'm so behind on like subscriber milestones and stuff. I think the plan is like, we'll do the one for 500, and then once we hit 1,000, I'll do something. I just don't know what yet. I know what I'm doing for the 500, even though we got 500 subs ago almost. But I gotta figure out what to do for the 1,000. Top 1,000 favorite Pokemon incoming. I would rather die. That would be like a 10-hour video. Once we hit 1,000, we'll figure out something. He said at 998 subs. Yeah, but I don't have to do it right away. For all I know, that could take weeks. It could take months. It'd be more efficient to do a bottom 25. Yeah, at that point, it probably would be. At that point, it probably would be more efficient to just do my least favorite 25. It'd be probably easier too, honestly. I don't know what I would put on like my least favorite mons list. I feel like it's a lot easier to come up with mons I like versus mons I don't like. Here's the bottom 25, the top 1000 is everything else. That's exactly what it would be. That'd be much, much easier. Yeah, top 1000 would actively take like probably an entire day to record and edit. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even edit it. I'd probably just put music in the background and then just like upload it and call it good, because I just would not want to edit it. Because editing a 10-hour video sounds actually like awful. Promo Pass number 1, the rest number 2. For least favorite, yeah, I had a feeling. Just to be clear, don't worry, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I don't think Pro Pass is that bad, but it's definitely, I'm definitely not gonna ride for it. I think Nose Pass definitely needed an evolution. I don't think Pro Pass was the evolution that it should have gotten. I'll say that. I think they could have done better than just making Wooly Willy. I don't know what I would have done for a Pro Pass evolution though. Probably like a rock electric type. Made it like more, I don't know what. Maybe emphasize the magnet theme more, but like not in a way that makes it look hideous. Kind of like how like Sandy Shocks has like the what's it called, sand like on it. Like that could have been cool. I guess they kind of did do that. It's just they made it look bad. I actively like, this is my thing. I don't hate Promo Pass because I actively feel nothing for Promo Pass. Like that's the issue I find myself coming at. It's like people are like, what's your least favorite Pokemon? I'm like, I don't know. For the most part, if there's a Pokemon that I'm not a fan of, it's because I just feel nothing when I see it. Hate the mustache, makes me uncomfortable. I don't blame you. It's really stupid looking. But yeah, like for the most part, if there's a Pokemon I don't like, it's usually just I feel nothing for it. Like I'm not like, oh my god, I despise this Pokemon with every fiber of my being. Like it's very few and far between that those Pokemon exist. For the most part, it's usually just like I feel nothing. Like if I'm looking at a wormhole, like no offense, Joe, I'm like I feel nothing for this guy. I don't dislike him, but he doesn't invoke positive feelings in me at the same time. I feel like that's where I would struggle to make like a bottom tier list. Why'd you have to basically just add nose hair to this mon? They were probably creatively bankrupt and the game needed to be shipped in a week. Or like, I don't know, just throw some nose hair on it and call it good. Nose hair because I don't want to evolve my Pokemon and just gets nose hair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I guess it thematically makes sense because the nose is a compass and everything, so it's more magnetic, but I feel like they could have done more. Like, they didn't have to lean in that direction, but they chose to. And I do not feel like it looks very good. I can't believe what I'm hearing. What, are you gonna go to bat for Promo Pass here, Joe? Are you the #1 Promo Pass stan? Joe's gonna make a K-pop group with him and Promo Pass. I could see that. Oh, Wurmple? I didn't say I didn't like it, or I didn't say I didn't dislike it. It's just I feel nothing. But then again, I feel that way about a lot of the like early game bug types. Like I feel that way about Caterpie, about Weedle, about Spinarak, about Ladybug, Wurmple, Kricketot. I don't feel the way for Sawaddle though. Sawaddle's the GOAT. We like Sawaddle in this household. He's just a little guy like me, for real, for real. I also think Sawaddle's like the best bug type, basic stage bug type, I should say. And if we're talking like final evolution for like the early game bugs, I think I like Vivian the most. Vivian or Leavanny. Vivian has literally been my savior. Like, it is actually like carrying my X and Y Nuzlocke I'm doing. No, I don't. Why is it default to put me on the stupid expansion pass, Game Freak? I'm not giving you my damn money. I'm not buying this expansion pass 2 years after the game's been out. I'm pretty sure it's been out longer than that. But no, I am not buying the expansion pass. Although it would be fun to do raids with viewers. And Joe and Mike, of course. Like doing like the Dynamax adventures or whatever. I could see that being fun. But no. Maybe if I really run out of shinies to go for, then we'll do the DAs. And if ZA gets delayed to like 2026, then we can do that. Excuse me. Now, best early game bug is Swaddle. That's my goat. I guess it's not really early game though. You get it after the second badge. I guess it's early-ish. I do think Blip Bug is underrated too. Like the Blip Bug line in this game, I think they're actually pretty solid. I think Orbeetle's pretty good. It's not like a world beater or anything, but for what it is, it's pretty solid. Got a lot of common weaknesses though. Fire, dark, flying. It's a wee bit unfortunate. Imagine if we can get this before we even got in like less encounters than we got the Wooloo last time. I'll actually freak out. We got Wooloo in 51, so we got 10 more to beat the Wooloo. That would be ridiculous if it happens. I'm not really feeling my Spotify playlist right now. It's not really hitting. Dude, I also had to do so much schoolwork today. It was so annoying. Our internet's also been down at work, so I've been working from home the past few days. I think I might have said this before. And it's just been a pain in the butt trying to like stay caught up. It also just feels like, I don't know. I feel like I like working from home in that I can like wear comfy clothes around the house and everything. But like at the same time, it just feels like, I don't know, I feel a lot more like constricted, I guess, for lack of a better word, when I'm working from home. Because like, I don't have that disconnect of like leaving my home and going somewhere else to work and then getting home and leaving work behind me, if that makes sense. That's kind of just how my brain works. Like I noticed that this week. I was like, I worked home from 2 days last week, Thursday and Friday. Although Friday we technically didn't have school, but I still kind of did a little bit in the morning. You get the idea. But anyway, so I'm like, I would normally, when I go to work and everything, it's like, all right, I'm in work mode right now. I'm in fully invested in what I'm doing, and I can come home and I can forget everything. When I'm working from home, it's like there's no longer that disconnect between home and work. Like the work is happening at the place where I normally relax. So I don't know, it was a weird disconnect the past couple of days, being like, well, what do I do now? This is normally my relax time, and yet I'm in a place where I normally relax, and yet I'm working. Like this is a weird like juxtaposition. I don't know, it was just like a weird thing I realized the other day. It's like, this is a weird feeling. Will 51 as close as you can get to 10 times under odds because odds are 1 in 5, 12. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we got crazy lucky with Wooloo. We got in 1/10 the odds pretty much. It's pretty crazy. That's the thing when it comes to Masuda methoding. I feel like I either have like really, really good luck or like absolutely abysmal luck. Like I got Sprigatito in 364, which is pretty good. It's under odds. I got Wooloo in 51, which is insane. It's way under odds. And I think I've easily put in like hundreds of Dreepy eggs and I haven't gotten anything. Like doing it on my own time. So, I don't know, I feel like Masuda methoding for me is kind of hit and miss. More hits than misses though, I'll say that much. Especially when streaming usually. I say that now this Nicket's gonna take 900,000 encounters. Watch. Hey CM, what's up? Welcome to the stream, how you doing? How's your day going? Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, what's up, Defective? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's your day going? Appreciate you coming on in. Black Ops stream playing Helldivers 2 while watching this? Hell yeah, sounds like fun. I have never played that game. But I know a lot of people like it. Masuda method? It's a form of shiny hunting. Are you asking if that's what I'm doing, or are you asking what it is? Because if it's what I'm doing, yes, I am Masuda methoding right now. If you'd like an explanation, I'd be happy to provide one, though. It's pretty self-explanatory. A year ago, the owner of a convention I run a room in changed, and the new guy on the conventions is more business-oriented and tries to do as much as he can to get more people. I mean, makes sense. Like, attract more people, make more revenue. It makes sense, I would say. I was wondering what method you were using. Yes, Masuda method, correct. We are Masuda methoding right now. We got a Ditto, and we got a Nicket. And we are trying to breed them for a shiny Nicket. We did do Brilliant Auras last time to get a shiny Gossifleur, and we did Masuda methoding last time to get a shiny Wooloo. So now we're trying to do a little bit of Masuda methoding for a Nicket. How many am I away? I need one more egg. Started doing it twice a year, doing it on weekends or holidays when not as much is happening, and now he's adding a third day, which was always kind of a day, but he's changing the hours. That seems weird to do it on the holidays. I feel like people are more likely to be like traveling for weekends and holidays, you know? I get like the weekend part because like that's when you're gonna hold a convention anyway, but I feel like doing it on a holiday, it just seems like not smart. Because like if it's a holiday, I'm thinking about like getting together with friends or family. I'm not thinking about going to like an anime convention or like movie convention, anything like that, comic convention, whatever it is, games convention. Like I'm focused on other stuff. That just seems weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I guess there's like some logistical backup behind it, but in my brain it's like, why? Changing the hours from 6 to 10 on Friday to 3 to 10 on Friday. The only problem being I'm a student and I have an exam until 2:30 on Friday. I mean, that's his problem, not yours. You got to be a student first. That should be his problem, not yours. I would just tell him like, hey, I can still do the thing you need me to do, but you're gonna have to have somebody handle the majority of it until I can be there. Because you got to be a student first. Like, that should not be on you to sacrifice that. That should be on him to find somebody who can do that. One more. PC I'm planning on getting costs a little bit more than 1K. That's not bad. That's actually cheaper than I thought it would be. I was willing to pay for a PC, which is 1K, which 1K is insane of itself. I think mine was 2 grand, I want to say. Pretty sure I got mine for like 2 grand or like 1900, somewhere around like that. I'm pretty sure 1K is not bad. Like that's a pretty good price for a PC, honestly. Like a nice one, I should say. I'm pretty sure mine was like 18, 19, 2K, somewhere around there. So it's not a bad deal. You probably still get a pretty quality one for that. I have 30 minutes to set up my entire room, so while yes, I can be there for 3, I like to come in an hour early set up for the room. Then like you should just tell them like I can be there for 3, but I don't want the room to start until 4 so I can set up. That's what I would do. Like, you're still a student. Like, he can't, like, force you to be there when you're in school. Like, I'll just say, like, I can be there for 3 if you really need me to, but I would like an hour to set up, so could we start the board game room at 4? I think that's a fair statement to ask, or a fair question, I mean. That's just a tower, not the monitors or anything. So for my monitors, I bought one off of Amazon for like 100, and then the other one's just a TV. Like, that's what I use for my 2 monitors. It's like an old like 28-inch TV, I think. And those get the job done. I don't really need like a 3rd monitor or anything. I don't really want one. I feel like that would just be overkill at this point. I see the appeal. It's just like I've got 2. I don't need a 3rd one. That's kind of my thought process on it. But I definitely recommend having at least 2. I definitely recommend getting more than 1, because having 2 monitors is really convenient. Luckily, it's pretty slow the first hour, especially in the board game room, because everyone who shows up wants to get to the cellars early, but it's still annoying. Okay, that's a little better, but like, either way, I still think you should say something and be like, hey, I can be here if you really need me to for 3, but since people are going to be like rushing to get to the booths anyway, like, what do we think about like starting the board game room at 4? I don't think he'd be like, no, screw you. Like, and if he does, like, that just shows you he's a bad person. Be like, okay, well, I'm a student, so like, I don't know what you need me to do here. Like, I can be here for 3, but I need time to set up. I can start the room at 4. That's what I would do. I feel like that would make the most sense in this case. Found a monitor for 100 on Amazon too. Yeah, it was pretty good, pretty decent monitor. I think it's a, I don't think it's 4K. Actually, it might be. Is my monitor 4K? I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's just an HD monitor. But it was a good deal for the monitor. It's pretty nice. I know my PC does have 4K output capability though. But I don't know if my computer, I don't really want to like make my computer do that. I don't know. I don't really feel like I need to stream Pokemon in 4K. Had 1 monitor my whole life and it blows. Yeah, I definitely love having 2 monitors. It is so nice. It is so nice. It's just convenient. Like, you can put like whatever it is you're doing on 1 monitor and then like distraction on 2nd monitor. Or like if you're trying to do 2 things at once, like if I'm doing stuff for school and I'm looking at notes and then I'm also doing this assignment, I can go back and forth between the 2 monitors and I have to click up and click down and click up and click down. Like, it's so convenient. Might just set the table as soon as I get there, which will bring me up until about 3. And if someone shows up before the board games and coffee set up their loss, yeah. There you go. I still think talking to the guy is probably a good idea, though. So that way he can see where you're coming from. You guys have monitors? In my mind, 2 is plenty. Like, I don't need 3. 3's overkill. If people like 3 monitors, like, shout out to them. I'm glad that brings them joy. But I feel like a 3rd monitor on my desk would just be too cluttered. You guys have monitors? I don't know, but I read that as like the, you guys are getting paid? Voice from We're the Millers. I don't know if that was the intention, but that's what the way I read that. I'd have 6 if I didn't have such a small space. Really? Like, actually? Or are you just trolling because you're Joe? I don't see what you would need 6 monitors for, you know? That was the intention? I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that's what it was. I love that. That's a good reference right there. I can't see the appeal of wanting to have 6 monitors. I'll tell him I'm gonna show up at 2:45 and might now be set up for a bit. All right, there you go. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that negative that would come out of just talking to the guy. So that way you can at least like give him an accurate timeline of like, hey, I'm a student. This is what I have to do. I can be here at this time. I need this time to set up, and then hopefully he'll understand. And be like, oh yeah, sure, you got it. Six copies of BDSP. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Why would you want to do that to yourself, Joe? That is just not it, Chief. Like, I don't think you should be doing that. That's torture. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, why torture yourself like that? So I'm just fixing the audio a little bit and turning down the game music a tiny bit. Like, I know you're trying to get your cranny dose, but like at that point I feel like that's just a torture device that you've set up for yourself. I don't like playing one copy of BDSP. I don't want to play 6 of them. Probably would make the hunting easier though if you could just set up all 6 switches to be controlled by the same controller. That would be pretty convenient. Most annoying part is how late he tells me. The old guy asked me over a month in advance. The new guy asked me just now. The event is April 4th through 6th. So like, what? Just under 2 weeks? Yeah, because 2 weeks would be yesterday. Which, I mean, like, 2 weeks isn't bad, but like, no, a little bit of extra notice would have been nice. Like, just out of courtesy, like, you think they would give you like a good amount of notice. Like 2 weeks isn't that bad, but like if the old person's giving you a month, they should at least give you that much. He announced the event before asking. All right, see, there's where you lose me. That's messed up. That you should not do. That is not smart business decision on his part. That is just not it. Like, no. You don't say that this thing is gonna happen and then ask the people, hey, is it okay? Are you able to do this thing and make it happen? Like, you gotta have that planned out first. What if you were just like, no? What if you're like, no, I can't do it? He's like, well, shoot, I've already announced this thing. What do I do now? Like, that's how you end up with very annoyed customers. So maybe he's not a very business-oriented person. Doesn't seem to have that aspect of it down, that's for sure. Ugh. Do I have 5 eggs? No, I'm missing one more. Oh, we're gonna have to release like so many boxes after we hatch these 5. Last time we did, he put on a list of sponsors, the businesses that run the board game room, of which I'm employed to run by the room, before asking if they wanted to have a room. I feel like, is that not illegal? I mean, I guess not. But like, if I was like randomly like, and this will be sponsored by Coca-Cola, and then it's not, like, I don't know. Like, is that just free advertising at that point, or like, how's that work? I don't know. I'm not a business person, so. Like, hey guys, thank you for joining into the stream. This video is sponsored by Keeps. I feel like Keeps would be mad and be like, hey dummy, we're not sponsoring you. Let me retry my old stored Nuzlocke. What starter should I choose? That's a good question. I hate them all equally. Of the 3, I dislike Sobble the least. I would say either Sobble or Grookey is what I would pick. I think Sobble is what the speedrunner uses as well. I'm pretty sure Sobble is what the world record uses. By sponsor doesn't mean we pay them. He always puts us on the sponsors list for some reason, even though they're the only one. Even though they're the one giving us the room for free, they're more sponsoring us. Wait, what? That's confusing. What did the Galarian starters do to you? I just think they're all bad. Like, I just don't like any of them. James Pond is the only way. That's what I named mine. But even then, like, I just don't like any of them. Like, I think they're all mediocre at best. For starters, they only have single typings, which automatically makes them boring. So it's just like, and then their designs are just like so extra for no reason. Like Cinderace literally looks like a Digimon. And Inteleon just like... I just do not like how Inteleon looks. And Rillaboom, I think he looks stupid. It's very weird basically saying that I was going to be running a room on Facebook before the convention asked me. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that part's messed up. Like, he should have definitely asked you first. I'm calling him Crybaby for obvious reasons. He do be crying, but then that's the other thing too. Like, he cries as Sobble, and then like he evolves, and he's just like, no, I'm stopping crying. I don't cry anymore. Just like, okay, what was the point of this crying thing you were doing? It's just like I never understood that. Like, why are you like? I guess it's growing up. I don't know, man. It was so weird. Like, they just randomly were like, yeah, Sobble cries a lot, and then we're just gonna make sure to lose that motif as it evolves. Just like, what? Crybaby the emo to James Bond. That doesn't make sense though. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that whole like flowchart does not make sense. I have no idea what this egg is. Let's find out. I don't believe it's a Nickit, but I think it's a Dreepy. Let's take a look. I'll just hatch it real quick and then we'll mass release. Goes from crying baby to emo teen to... Yeah, guys, there's no correlation there. The 3 stages of life, very obvious career path. All right, I think I'm missing a step here. It's like those memes that are like, step 1, insert random thing. Step 2, blank. Step 3, profit. Like, I don't see the connect. It's like step 1, bacon and eggs. Step 2, your Uncle Tom. Step 3, profit. It's just like, what's the connection? Was that not your career path? Oh, this is where I tell you guys, I'm not actually a teacher. I'm actually a secret agent. I work for the FBI. Is this where I tell you guys that? Yeah, you guys know the movie Spy Kids 3D? Yeah, that movie's about my life. You know that movie? Yeah, that was me. Mission Impossible's based on my career as a secret agent. So now you know. Guess the cat's out of the bag. Sad now your career path. I don't know about everyone else. That's what I did. Murph, you're still in high school. Like, how do you become a secret agent? It's just like, hey, I'm here for secret agent school. Like, how does that even happen? And all right, yeah, you know what? I guess Artemis Fowl proves you can be a secret agent. And Spy Kids, yeah, true. I was just a little late. All right, there you go. Spy Teenagers. All right, this is gonna be fun. We get to press the A button a bunch because this game has no mass release option. You'd have to dox Murph like that? I'm not doxing Murph. Murph has literally said that they're still in school. That's not doxing someone if they've already said it themselves. It's like, hey guys, I'm Kai. What? You're doxing yourself, Kai? No, I literally said it already. How is that doxing myself? Yeah, exactly. Murph just said they were taking an exam. Like, that's not me doxing anyone. Hey, what's up, Young Sam? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Destroying an ecosystem by releasing 583 foxes into the wild. I think I'm just a bad person, guys. I think I'm just a bad person all around. I think I'm just a terrible person. I'm destroying an ecosystem by releasing foxes into the wild. I'm putting down others and doxing them. I'm like giving up my life as a secret agent. I think I'm just a bad person, guys. You know, just blame me. Just blame me for everything. If something goes wrong in the world, it's my fault. Tell me the person speaking German, they sound really angry at me, but when my age translated, he said was complimenting me. Oh, that's nice that you got complimented by someone speaking German. I feel like German is just very like enunciated, so it sounds like they're frustrated and stuff, but I doubt it. I'm just stupid, sorry. You're not stupid. Do not say that. You're not stupid. Do not say that. Pretty much doxed myself when I first joined here. Fair. Feels like much longer than a year and a half ago. Jesus Christ, don't say those words to me. I feel like I've been streaming for like 20 years. I'm pretty sure Docker Dick said my full name and address in one of his videos. See, Mike, I could see doing it, not on purpose, but just because he's Mike. Like, I could see him doing that just because he's Mike. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Mike would be like, oops, I did that. That's my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that Joe lives at 123 Real Street. Blame Kai for Trump being reelected. All right. I don't know if that one's on me. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think that one's on me. My first research apparently was dumb and gave out everything bar my social security number. It's like a rite of passage in this stream. You have to dox yourself at least somewhat. That's not true. Please don't do that. Please do not do that. I'm not even going to entertain that as a joke. Please don't do that. Honestly, the best thing the Germans gave us was classic German art songs. Sour Beautiful? Is that like actual like German music? I don't know. I don't listen to German music. I think the best thing that we've gotten from Germany is like authentic beer. Authentic German beer is unmatched. I say this as probably one of the few people here who can legally drink. Mission obtained. Dox myself on stream. Please don't. Please don't. I was talking to one of my students who streams, and he said he almost accidentally doxed himself, and I was like, how did you do that? And I guess he was like talking to one of his friends at the same time as he was streaming, like in Discord, and he almost said like, I forgot what it was. It was something along the lines of like, hey, do you want to go like eat at this specific restaurant like after this? And he was like, yeah, can I like pick you up at your place or whatever? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. Hey, I forgot your address. Can you send it to me? And he almost typed it in his chat. I was like, how do you manage that? How did you confuse your chat with Discord? Like, come on, dude. You can't be doing that. First or second stream I joined, for some reason, no one knows. Gave out my age, province, both my name and dead name. Luckily, I wasn't stupid and didn't give out anymore, but still. Yeah, I remember the exact stream. I remember it. Don't worry, I remember it too. Oh my god, releasing Pokemon this game is so aggravating, dude. I'm trying to decide, do I want to just keep releasing stuff, or should I just go with the 2 boxes full? I'll mass release them off stream later or something. That's a tough one. I might do one more. Then we got 90 that we can go through. Yeah, let's do that. We'll release these Wooloo. So not only am I well, actually, you know what? Maybe this is a good thing. Hold on. I'd like to point out this might be a good thing. Yes, I may have destroyed an ecosystem by releasing a bunch of foxes into the wild, but I'm also helping the ecosystem by releasing a lot of sheep into the wild, which foxes eat, and sheep also eat plants. So I'm also helping the ecosystem. I'm repopulating the ecosystem. So I'm not a bad person. Is what I choose to tell myself. When I was 8, I sent my phone number in a Mito chat room. Oh my god. That'd be explained by like 3 people can use phone numbers to locate people. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, I remember, I want to say it was like on MySpace or something. Like, I got a message on MySpace, like, asking me for my phone number. And thankfully, like, I was smart enough at the time, like, I think it was probably like 11 or 12, to be like, this is a bad idea. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be giving out to someone my phone number to someone I just met on the internet and have not connected with before. Like, it's different if I, like, have met the person in person, or, like, if I know the person well, or I've interacted with them a lot, then I might give out my, like, information to them and stuff, but, like, I don't know. You have to, like, know who you can, like, trust and associate with. It's kind of, like, sad, but also like for your own safety. So it was not that long ago. Like I can look at stuff I did in 7th grade and say, oh, I was just being a stupid kid, but no, I was 2 years younger than I am now. That is not very long ago. That's how I feel. Like I feel like I think back on like things I did like in college or like after I moved up to Michigan, which like I think was like, oh my god, that was like 20 something years ago. But nope, it was not very long ago. Like I've only lived in Michigan for 5 years and I graduated college like 7 years ago. So it was not that long. It was not that long. All right, there we go. I mean, it was definitely a place to be in 3rd grade. Yeah, I think so. I think so. That's how I feel. Like I remember when I was in high school, there was a little 3rd grader I used to volunteer and like work on stuff with. And I was like talking to everything and he was like, hold on one second. And he pulls out his like nice freaking iPhone that's like nicer than my phone. And he was like, hold on, I gotta text my girlfriend real quick. And I was like, you are 8! You are 8 years old! What do you mean, girlfriend? Girls should have cooties right now for you. What do you mean you have a girlfriend at 8, dude? I was like, what the heck? Little kid's a player. Okay. When I was 8 years old, the only thing on my mind was like Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. I didn't have my first real girlfriend until middle school. And this kid knew like music and everything that I listened to that had like tons of like curse words and like stuff like that. And I was just like, what the heck? Why do you know this music? And he was like, oh, you know, I get around. I was like, you are 8! You are 8! I wonder what that kid's up to nowadays, because this would have been, I would have been like 17. I'm 28 now, so he's graduated high school by now. Wonder what that kid's up to. I pulled so hard in kindergarten you can't even imagine. Oh my god. According to one of my friends, my friend Shannon, her and I have been friends since kindergarten. And there was like we kind of not had a falling out, but we kind of like stopped speaking for a little while. And then in high school we got like really close again, and she was like we were like describing each other, like how we met and everything, and she was like, yeah, Kyler was the crush, was the boy in kindergarten that every girl had a crush on. And I was like, really? I didn't know that. I thought girls were icky in kindergarten. But apparently I was like the boy in the kindergarten that all the girls had a crush on. I did not even know. I had no idea. I had a girlfriend at 9. I didn't have my first girlfriend until I was 11 or 12, I want to say. I think I was 12. Which age gracefully consider? I'm kidding. I don't even feel like that should count then. You guys have girlfriends? Oh, now I'm just sad. Now I'm just sad, Joe. I had all those kindergarten girls all over me in kindergarten. Oh my god. Apparently so did I. I just didn't know it. I was just like, man, I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I want to go catch a Pikachu. I didn't even know, man. Apparently all the girls had a crush on me in kindergarten. I had no goddamn clue. That's my first guy and girl in kindergarten. Just to say, I realized I was pretty gay pretty early. I mean, good on you for realizing, though. Good on you for... I didn't even, like, realize that I was attracted to other people until I was in, like, maybe 5th grade. And I was like, huh, this girl's kind of pretty. I like her. Wait, I like her? I didn't do anything about it, but then I actually got a girlfriend in middle school. Yeah, it was I don't know. Apparently the kindergarten Kai could have pulled oh my god, could have pulled any girl he wanted to and just had no idea. I didn't realize that kindergarten Kai had that much pull. No girl would dare come near me because I would just slap them. Note to self, everyone: if you would like to get a girlfriend, do not slap them. I had a girlfriend from grade 1 to 5, still my longest relationship to date, which honestly pretty sad. Oh. Oh. Well, now I'm sad again too. Well, now I'm just bummed out. It makes you feel better. The longest relationship I had up until I moved to Michigan was like a year. So if that makes you feel better, there you go. So growing up in Florida, my relationships did not last long. Haven't had very long to make up for the 4 years I spent with one girl. Grade 1 set me up for failure. You know what? That's a fair point. That is a fair point. That's a very good way to put that. You have not had a lot of time to make up for that. I wouldn't slap them. Like, I wouldn't slap them just because it was just my defense system and someone talking to me. Okay, gotcha. So you wouldn't be like, hi, nice to meet you, or something like that. I can understand that, especially if you, I don't know, when I was like younger, I had a bit of like social anxiety. Even now, to a degree, like still today. It's definitely something I've got a lot better with though. Like I don't, like if I'm meeting someone for the first time, it can be, especially if it's like somebody like who I'm like, oh, I want to be friends with this person, I might get some social anxiety. But like if it's just like some random person, like I could go walk outside right now, walk down the street downtown and be like, hey, how's it going? Like I have no issues doing that. It's like when I meet someone that I'm actively like want to engage with and be friends with, that I get a bit socially awkward. That's my issue. Never had a relationship with a guy because all the guys down here, including every single guy I've ever had a crush on, is straight. That makes sense. Kind of hard to date someone when they aren't into you like that. They're playing on the other team, so to speak. To use a very outdated way of describing it. Same. I get you. When you live for 10 years of possible dating time post 4-year elementary relationship, it's pretty hard to beat 4 years. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like that's a good point. Don't get me wrong, that is a completely fair point. It's definitely hard, even just like in general, like getting a 4-year relationship is hard. You have to really like that person. I have really bad social anxiety, but only when I'm not with friends. I guess I'm kind of an ambivert. Fair. Or maybe, because I feel like I'm someone who's like an extroverted introvert. Like I definitely identify more as an introvert, but I have like, depending on the people I'm with, I have extrovert qualities. So I guess that's kind of ambiverted in a way. But I don't know, I feel like it's kind of different at the same time. Ambivert is someone who has qualities of both an introvert and an extrovert. But I feel like I lean more towards introvert personally. But at the same time, I could go up to someone and be like, just strike up a conversation. Which is very like extroverted things to do. Honestly, pretty sure with age 5 me, like I hear stories of people figuring out they're gay at 20 or something. I was over here at 5 and I knew I was at least 5. I didn't know labels though. I straight up didn't even know that girls could be pretty until I was 10 years old. So you're 5 years ahead of me in that regard. I was too into Pokemon to be into girls as a kid. That's actually true too. Like I'm not even memeing, that's just actually like accurate. I had the grenade in my hand get shot and it killed me immediately. Helldivers 2, gotta love it. I think I've seen like clips of stuff like that happening to people, and it's very funny. There was one clip I saw of someone playing Lethal Company. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever laughed harder in my life. There's like 2 of them. One of them like takes out a ladder and like it like raises up really high, but there's nothing for the ladder to lean against, and it falls down directly onto the other player with like the most cartoonishly sounding like thud sound effect that I've ever heard. I was pissing myself laughing. It was the funniest video I've ever seen in my life. Hey, Kyle, want to go out tonight? Not a wench. I'm about to beat Steven Stone. To be fair, though, like, I was also, like, 9 years old. I didn't know what going out meant. Like, I didn't know what going out meant until I was in 6th grade when I actually got a girlfriend. Like, before then, I had no clue what it even meant. If someone was, like, going out, I was like, I guess we can go play Pokemon outside. I don't know if it's kind of cold out right now. I'd rather just play in my room. Memories of talking to my friend about maybe not being 100% the gender I was born as in grade 3. I was a weirdly aware kid. Apparently so. Apparently so. You're very aware of yourself, which is, I feel like, a hard thing to do in general. It's hard to figure out you're gay because I didn't even know until I got a crush on a dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's something that you kind of have to, like, and this is obviously, like, I'm not, so, like, I can't really, like, speak on it. I feel like it's something you have to really, like, consider about yourself, like, over time. It's not just, like, something that, like, clicks and it's like, oh, yeah. It's like, huh, am I this? What's going on with this? Like, that's the way I've had it described to me before, so if I'm wrong about that, like, I apologize, but that's the way I've had it described to me by someone who is gay or identifies as gay. So that's why I was like, oh, wonder if that's similar for everybody. But based on Murph, it seems like Murph was just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm this, which honestly kind of based. Makes sense to him, just got lucky. Fair point, fair point. I feel like I was better at knowing myself at age 8 than I am now. Dang. I'm not sure what to say to that, honestly. You just have to experience it. That's kind of what it was described to me as. It's like you have to like fully like experience it first, and then it's like, oh, okay, wait, hang on, something might be happening here. I just didn't want to be like speaking from someone else's experience that I had heard and like putting that into everyone's experiences. That's all. But that's how it was described to me, so that's where I was coming from there. Obviously, I identify as straight, so I do not have that experience. Don't get me wrong though, I can tell when a dude's attractive. Like, don't get me wrong there. Like, people, I don't understand when a guy is like, I don't think this guy is like good looking because he's a guy. Like, no, I can definitely recognize if a guy is good looking. And I feel like people who don't are just like trying to be a hard ass. Regularly to this day, as someone who is very confident in my gender and sexuality, still isn't and will never 100% sure exactly, but me at age 8, now I had that locked down. Honestly, the fact that you had that locked down at 8 is like extremely impressive. I know I was feeling for this dude until someone told me. Well, I guess that helps as well to have like people around you to help you like kind of understand things as well. So that's a positive. It's good that you had like a friend or like a support system there to be like, hey, maybe this is what's going on. Because I feel like not a lot of people have that, so that's a good thing. Oh god, there's so many ice types chasing me. Have you seen clips of the game Repo? I haven't seen clips of it, but I know what it is. Mainly because my students play it. It was YouTube that told me? Did you like search like what you were feeling and that's what came up? Or like how'd that happen? But no, I have not seen clips of the game Repo. I've seen it on Steam, and I have heard of it from my students, but I have not seen trailers or clips or anything. It just showed up randomly. Oh. Dang, your FBI agent was on a roll with that one, then. That's a joke that I have that, like, anytime, like I'm going to mention, like, oh, I might need to go shopping for some potting soil, and then I'm going to see an ad for potting soil sometime this afternoon now. Thanks, FBI agent, like, that kind of thing. That's, like, a running joke that I have. So that's what I was meaning by that. So that's why I said your FBI agent was on a roll. I got lucky enough to be that friend for others. I broke the hymn super early so my friends had a good basis. That's good. I'm sure they appreciated that because I know a lot of people don't have that. Luck 10,000. Why does YouTube not let me say TikTok in chat? Probably because they don't want people to be stealing their viewers. That'd be my assumption. I don't care if you say it, but apparently YouTube doesn't like it. Because I remember back when like people would post like, hey guys, I'm live on Twitch as like a video on their YouTube channel to like get people to come watch them live on Twitch and everything. And then YouTube got angry and started taking down those videos. I wonder if it's something similar. Like people are like, hey guys, I'm live over on TikTok. You should come check me out. And then YouTube is like, no, 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 you're not allowed to do that. Or something like that. I don't know. YouTube gets jelly. Yeah, YouTube is the jealous lover in this case. That's what it seems. YouTube's kind of the jealous lover. It's your YouTube is your jealous ex in this case. You have to look clips on Rebo on that after stream. They're so good. I'll check them out. I've heard interesting things about it. My students seem to like it. So I might check them out and see how it goes. I don't know if I would play it or not, though. That's the only thing. Have people figured out things about their identity later on in high school, which is very normal? Yeah. And those "Are you blank" quizzes generally have helped people find out. True. Yeah. I remember I caught one of my students taking that, and she was like, and I was like, do you have something you would like to share with me? And she was like, no. She was like, I was just curious. I just thought it was funny that she was doing that in the middle of school, like while we're in class. I was like, do this on your own time. But if there's something you want to tell me, like, feel free. And she was like, no, I promise it was not. And like, and I tried to be like, if there's nothing wrong with this, like, this is a safe space and everything. And she was like, no, I genuinely was just curious. I just wanted to look it up. I was like, okay, just wanted to know you have a safe space here. She was like, I'm good. She's like, thanks, old man. Thankfully she didn't say that. Let me think of the slang, like just put the fries in the bag. Like, I love that stupid slang so much. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. But I think it's so funny. Just put the fries in the bag. Just put the fries in the bag. Most of the "Are you gay" quizzes are kind of unhelpful. I took one and the first question was, how attractive are you to men? All right, fair point. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. Oh, that's funny. There's like 2 video game characters that put me in the rabbit hole of finding my sexuality. What video game characters was it? Like, what were the characters that, like, helped you figure that out? I mean, not because of the quiz itself, obviously, but oftentimes people will be in denial. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, yeah. They'll pretend to know they aren't, but the little stuff when seeing stuff like those kicks it off. I get you. I've definitely had that happen before with like friends, and like they wouldn't want to admit like, oh yeah, I am, but then like they have like they say certain things or they have certain mannerisms or like stuff like that. It's just like, well, are you though? And like after like talking to them about it, they were like, yeah, I am. If one of them wasn't Professor 2, you aren't a real gay. Oh my god. It was Sidon and Purah from Legend of Zelda. Which one's Purah? Isn't Purah like the little tiny girl? I know Sidon is like the Sidon's the water champion in Tears of the Kingdom, right? And everyone was mad that he was married because they wanted to marry him. Is that the right guy? He's the Zora champion in Tears of the Kingdom, right? Am I thinking of the right guy? Quiz themselves don't do anything, but clicking on them just to prove you aren't gay can make you realize that you're definitely in denial. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Sidon's real AF. Yeah, I know like people are very attracted to Sidon. If it's the character I'm thinking of. Because it was Mipha in the first game in Breath of the Wild, right? And then Sidon was the champion in Tears of the Kingdom, I'm pretty sure. Scientist and Tears in the Kingdom and the Legend of Zelda. And yes, Sidon is Zora Prince. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, Sidon I definitely remember. Yeah, Sidon's dope. I can see why people would like him. Something about fish sticks. Somebody call Kanye. I love fish sticks. That's one of my favorite South Park episodes of all time. Can't relate that when I was in kindergarten, I learned about gay marriage, probably because they were talking about legalizing it in America. Yeah, I remember that was a big thing when I was in college. Like the whole Love Wins campaign and everything. Yeah, I remember like having friends who were doing like marches and stuff like that, and I would go to them to support them. I still remember the day it got like legalized. It was such a huge deal. Like there was like a mini parade. Maybe not parade's not the right word, but like a celebration walk on campus. It was really cool. Sabo is being named Sidon now. There you go. Hell yeah. My grandparents' church is a lesbian pastor. Oh, that's really cool, actually. Good for her. I have seen like a lot more. Granted, there still are some that aren't, but I've seen a lot more accepting like churches lately, which is cool. Like, there's one near me that like has like the pride flag like flowing outside and everything. I was like, oh, that's nice. And they have like on their sign that like all are welcome here in like rainbow colors and like the all that stuff. It's really cool. I think they have like the ace flag, the trans flag, and everything too. It's pretty cool. Told my, at the time, same gender best friend that gay marriage is a thing. We should get married because we're such good friends. And weirdly, he didn't want to. Oh. If your friend doesn't want to marry you, is he even a real friend? Hell yeah. Exactly. My friend John and I had a pact like that. We both agreed that if we weren't married by the time we were 35, we were just going to say screw it and get married. This was an actual thing that we agreed upon. We were just gonna, it was gonna be anything like romantic or anything, but we were just like, yeah, whatever. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Why not? Simultaneously learned about the difference between a friendship and a romantic relationship, and that not everyone also likes both genders that day. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that you were able to like understand that early on, but I'm sure it wasn't a fun experience in the moment. Fake if they don't want to marry you. True. Reverse lavender marriage. What's that? I don't know what that is. What does that mean exactly? We just thought it'd be funny. He's again one of those guys that I'm like, yeah, I can tell a dude's attractive. Like, John's a model. Like, I'll just let you all know. My friend John's a model. Any girl will be lucky to snatch that man up. I put a picture up, but I don't think I have any. Actually, no, I think I have a. I think the picture I have saved of him in my contacts for him is a picture of him like from a party we were at one night, and he's just like in the bathroom because it was an adult party. We were over the age of 21, so there was alcohol involved. We were drinking and everything. And it's just a picture of my friend John, like just sitting on my other friend's like counter in his bathroom, just like with his head in his hands like this, just because of how drunk he is and how much of a not good time he's having because of how drunk he is. It is my favorite picture I've ever taken of him. It is so goddamn funny. Lavender marriage is when a gay and lesbian get married to use each other to hide their queerness. Okay. Looks like what you and John have going is quite the opposite of that. Yeah, I feel like at that point it'd be more just like a friend marriage. So yeah, I guess it is kind of a reverse lavender marriage. That's a good point. Never heard much about gay marriage until it was legalized in the US because I was a 7-year-old in Canada, and it was legalized in Canada well before I was born. Yeah, that's true. You guys were on top of the ball, unlike us. You guys had that lockdown. We did not. We very much did not. And I remember it was a big deal when I was in high school because I grew up in the South, and like it was very contentious, like whether or not you believe that same-sex marriage should be legalized and everything. Like I remember I had friends in school who like were very much like no, because like the Bible says you shouldn't like lie with the same gender or whatever. I'm very much of the mind that I'm like, I don't really give a damn about a stupid book, so like you can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't impact or hurt anyone else. So I definitely felt like I was in the minority when I lived in the South, at least until I moved to college. And then college was a lot more like open and accepting in that regard. I think South don't like new things. They do not. They do not. They're not a fan. Hey, what's up, Shadow? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How you doing today? I got lucky enough to be raised in a way without much and gay transgender stuff as a kid. That stuff is more recent here. Okay. It's supposed to be anti, I'm guessing. But either way, point stands. Like, good. I'm glad you weren't exposed to that much, because that's good. I'm glad you didn't have to deal with that growing up. Because I know a bunch of people who did, and I feel bad for them every day for it. You got 4 shots today? Why does it keep defaulting to the stupid expansion pass? Game Freak, I'm not buying your stupid expansion pass. Why'd you get 4 shots today, Shadow? Are we talking like 4 shots of like alcohol? Which I don't think you're 21. Or you mean like 4 like medical shots? Like what happened? Hopefully it was all okay. I hate getting shots, guys. I'll be real. I was fine when I got like the vaccine and everything. Like I was fine when I got that. But I remember I had to have told the story on stream before. I had to have. So when I was in high school, you had to get like, I think it's like, I want to say it's measles or something. I can't remember what it's, measles, shingles, something that you have to get before you go into high school. I can't remember what, or it was high school or college. I think it was college actually. And I went with my dad because I didn't have my license at the time. And he is like telling me on the way there, and he's like, hey, I just want to let you know so that you can prepare yourself mentally for this. The shot they're going to give you is going to be in your butt. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I didn't think anybody told you. And I want to make sure you were mentally aware so you could prepare yourself and everything. And that way you weren't surprised when all of a sudden you're getting a needle in your butt now. And I started panicking. I had an anxiety attack. We're in the middle of the doctor's office. And I am freaking out. I'm like, Dad, I can't do it. I can't go to college. I can't do this. I just can't do it and everything. My dad's like, well, you have to. You don't really have much of a choice. And then I'm still like sitting there freaking out. And then the doctor comes in. She's like, you're ready. We're ready for you guys. And I'm like, I can't do it, Dad. I can't do it. I just don't think I can do it. And my dad looks at me and he's like, you dumbass. It's in your arm. I'm just messing with you. And I was like, I could kill you right now and feel zero remorse. Like he played an hour-long prank on me while I was terrified thinking I was gonna have to get this shot in my butt. And nope. It was just in my arm. Thanks, Dad. Still pissed at you for that one. Say that there was once an anti-LGBTQ protest outside the middle school in our city, and there was a bigger group protesting their protest. Yeah, that's the thing, is like every time I feel like I see one of those protests, the protest protesting the protest is always bigger, which I think is funny. Like, it just shows that like those views are typically in the minority and a lot more backwards nowadays than they were maybe some years ago, so that's good. Apparently I was behind on multiple vaccines. Oh, she had to get those done. Sorry to get 4 all at once, though. That does not sound pleasant. I saw shots in my brain, immediately jumped to beer shots. Oh yeah, I was thinking like Shadow's throwing back some tequila or something. Like, hey. Shots over getting blood drawn. I agree with that, actually. I'd rather get a shot than get blood drawn. I just don't like needles, yet I have tattoos. So what's that say about me? Maybe I'm just a wuss. Guys, I think I'm just a wuss. I really just do not like needles, though. I think they're awful. I got 2 COVID and 2 flu shots. Okay, so not terrible. How you feeling so far? Any side effects at the moment, or you feel pretty good for the most part? I got my last shots. The guy injected me, missed, said oopsies, then tried again. That is like the last, like anytime someone is operating a needle near your body, that is the last thing you want to hear them say is oopsies. Like if I heard like my doctor or like my tattoo artist or whoever that was working a needle near my body say oopsies, I'm running out the door. I'm gone. Like, no thank you. I have a phobia of needles and I haven't got my blood tested. I always have to get vaccines away from everyone else. That's probably because of the autism. I didn't mean to laugh at that. It was just the way you put that in parentheses was funny. I wasn't expecting to read that. I don't blame you for having a phobia of needles. I don't like them either. I just force myself to actually like get them, especially when I have to. Like tattoos are one thing. Like if I want to get, I don't know if you guys can, yeah, like there's one right there. Like if I'm gonna get tattooed and I have something to like look forward to about it, then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But like, if someone's just like, hey, you have to get this vaccine because like you just need it and your body needs it in order to survive, I'm like, okay, but can't I just like slowly break down instead? Elbow skin is more sensitive to soldier skin. I also don't like peeing in a cup. What brought that up? So being transphobic has taken over homophobic and socially acceptableness, but give it another 15 years, they'll find some other group to hate. Yeah, that's the thing. People usually just like, find like whatever to complain about. Like they'll find like some new thing to latch onto and hate, and it'll just the cycle repeats anew. So sad but true. Why is the P coming? Yeah, I'm confused by that. So where I meant to be funny, I had a feeling you did, but I didn't like the clip of me laughing at that for a moment, so I just had to clarify. Even though I knew because it was you typing it, Murph, and I'm like, oh, this is supposed to be humorous. You have very sore arms right now? Yeah, I believe it. You got 4 needles in your arm. I would not be surprised if you were out of commission for the rest of the day. Urine testing, I guess. Y'all don't have to pee in cups. Last time I got blood drawn, I didn't have to pee in a cup. I just got my blood taken. But I think this was allergy testing, though, so I don't think that you need to. I don't think you need to pee in a cup to get allergy tested. Like every time I've gotten blood drawn, it was because of allergy testing. Or like I'll give you guys an example. To work at a school where I live, you have to do a drug test. So like I've done that before and peed in a cup. Because at my school, you have to submit to a drug test. But, which isn't an issue for me, I don't do drugs. But, like, I've never had to do it when getting blood drawn because, like, it's usually just allergies related. So, they don't usually need to test my urine for that. I do, I just never know why. I never have. Maybe my doctor's just doing a bad job. But, like, last time I got blood work done, I did not have to give a urine sample. The only times I've ever had to give a urine sample were for, like, drug testing. And I've never failed a drug test because I don't do drugs, so pretty easy one. Used to be fine with them in 4th grade. I got super sick due to the lack of eating beforehand. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Ever since I hated them, yeah, I don't blame you. I had a friend in high school, super, like, thin, tiny girl. We had a blood truck. It was like the bloodmobile at school, and then you could like give a pint of blood. And she went and did it, and they were like, all right, we're gonna have you sit for a few to make sure you're fine. And she sat for a few minutes. She had her cookie, she had her juice, whatever, and then she started to walk back to class. No joke, in the middle of our high school courtyard, like she's just walking normally, like nothing happens. All of a sudden, she just collapses and passes out. It was so scary. Like, no joke, like 1 minute she's fine, the next second she's on the ground like a sack of potatoes. Like, it was crazy seeing it happen. Thankfully, she was fine. She just was like a little bit like exhausted, but it was very scary in the moment. Finally, I'm allergic to apricots because I love them and ate so many I had a seizure. Oh my god. That is crazy that you found out that way. I'm glad you found out before you like kept eating them though, because imagine it could only have gotten worse. I recommended to get a blood test by psychologists. I got lots wrong with my brain, and they wanted to make sure stuff was brain related, not outside stuff. Okay, gotcha. I refuse so hard. I don't blame you. Like, that's a lot to have to like do, especially at like a young age. It's not that I hate them. I know they're super helpful and good, but I'm just petrified, sadly. I don't blame you. Like, like I said, needles terrify me too. I don't blame you. Bloodmobile? That's what it's called, isn't it? Isn't that what it's called? Isn't it called a Bloodmobile? Or am I wrong about that? Isn't it called a Bloodmobile? Somebody from the States back me up. America is crazy getting teenagers to get blood drawn at school. It was entirely voluntary. They just parked there. And it wasn't like, oh, hey, the Bloodmobile's here, guys. Everybody line up. It was if you wanted to volunteer to give blood, you could. It wasn't like, hey, all right, once you hit 10th grade, you got to give a pint of blood every year. Like, no, it very much was not that. But if you wanted to donate blood while it was there, you were able to skip class for a half an hour, which, like, if a student hears they can skip class for a half an hour to go get blood, they're going to do it. I didn't, but it scared me. Worth it? There you go. Apricot, Iowa reference? What's that mean? Testament to my lack of exercise, my legs just gave out underneath me during the pacer test. Oh my god. I think the same thing happened to me actually, but mine was because like I was just exhausted. And I was like actively like, I think I set a record in our pacer test, and then my legs were just like, nope, we're done. Like I remember I think our pacer like high score was like 145 or something. And I think I beat it, and then the very next day somebody else beat it, and I was like, god damn it, I almost passed out for nothing. But that's also when I was at like peak physical condition. I was running every day, I was on the soccer team, I was on the swim team, I was doing cross country, so I was doing all that. So I was in peak physical condition at the time. Nowadays, if I were to do the pacer test, I'd be happy with 50, because like I can run for like long periods of time. I'm not a sprinter is my issue. Like I played soccer, it was either learn how to run for a long period of time or suck at soccer, so I chose the former. How much blood do they need down there? Like, oh no, we ran out of adults, maybe we can ask the tangents. Well, it's just voluntary. I don't know, I'm not the one who organized it and said, hey, Bloodmobile, come to this high school. I'm not the one who organized it. I didn't even participate because I was too worried. I was too nervous to participate. It made me anxious. But like I said, I had friends who did it, and one of them just happened to pass out. But for the most part, nobody else did. I'm sure other people did, but like this was the only person I knew who passed out. But no joke, she hit the ground like a sack of potatoes, and looking back on it, it was scary in the moment, but damn, it's funny now. Never done the pacer test before. Honestly, I kind of like doing it for a little bit, like especially if you're like in shape and you're a runner like me. Or I'm a runner now. I wouldn't say I'm fully in shape now. I'm in like okay shape because I've lost like a good amount of weight and everything. But like at the time, like I was in really good shape, so I was able to just run forever and not have to worry about it. So then I didn't mind it because it's almost like therapeutic in a way. Like you can kind of like lock in and like tune out everything else around you. But nowadays it's like Haven't talked gym yet in high school. I just haven't gotten into it yet. I have to take it before graduate, of course, but I'm not excited because while we don't do that thing down here, I still can't run. Like I walk for 2 hours a day, I get my cardio in, but I generally do not know how to run. Yeah, it's a lot. At least you're getting some cardio, but yeah, running's a lot more like intensive, or intense, excuse me, than running. Or other way around. Running is a lot more intense than walking. But cardio's cardio. Just you're doing one faster than the other. Then you said we could blame you for everything, therefore the Bloodmobile is your fault. Well, you got me there, I suppose. I don't even remember why we had that set up. Like, I deadass do not remember why. I just remember that one day they made an announcement at high school and was like, hey, the Bloodmobile is here if you want to give blood starting this day. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody, it was probably like for like local hospitals or something, like if people wanted to. But it was entirely voluntary, so it wasn't like, hey, you're in 10th grade now, you gotta give a pint. Like, it wasn't anything like that, at least. Like, when I try to run, people laugh, including me, because I look ridiculous. I don't know how to do it. You just, like, pump your arms and pump your legs. I take PE now, and it sucks because I have no friends in the class, and I have this physical prowess of a sheet of paper. That's tough. That is tough. I feel like PE gets... You can make or break PE by depending on who you have in the class. Like, if you have friends in the class, it can be pretty chill and fun and enjoyable in that regard. But if it's just like a bunch of people that like you don't know, then like you're just kind of like stuck. Like, I got pretty lucky that I had friends in PE most of the time, but I can imagine like not enjoying it very much if I didn't have like people to like hang out with and like play games and stuff with like that when we were doing PE. I can definitely see that being annoying. Can walk there endlessly unless my back is bad, but if I run for like 3 minutes, it gets seriously bad for my health. Do you have like asthma or something? Like, genuine question, is that a possibility? Ooh, good song. I was completely terrified of working out and actually putting an effort in front of people. Is that like a social thing, or like in what regard? Because I can understand that. I remember when I was really like, we started doing PE and you had to like dress out, so you'd like change for PE and everything. I was very like, I was pretty overweight, like as like a younger kid. Thankfully I'm at like a pretty healthy weight right now and everything, and in college I was at a pretty healthy weight. But when I was like in middle school, I was very insecure about my weight and everything, so I was very uncomfortable like changing in front of other people and all that. So that was kind of awkward, but I eventually got over it. My heart rate goes up nearing 175 to 200 beats per minute. Jesus Christ. After 2 or 3 minutes, I'll start to taste iron. After 3 minutes, I need to stop before my lungs give out. You might need to go see your doctor. What? That's wild. Is it just like you have like low blood pressure or something? I'm not sure what to make of that. I'm not a doctor, so like I don't know crap about it, but that's crazy. I'm gonna run for the Sneasel, and I'm gonna go use the bathroom and get some water real quick. I'll be back shortly. Let's check you real quick. How many eggs do I have? 3. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some water and use the bathroom. I'll be back shortly. I'll let you guys chill with Poipole for a bit. See you guys very shortly. All right, I'm back. Let's go ahead and hop back into some shiny hunting. All right, we were at 3 eggs, so let's keep it going. We gotta get 2 more before we can keep hatching. For my mother, I used to have a bit of asthma, but it's probably gone. I think my brother's kind of got better as he got older as well. Like, he had it really bad when he was a kid, but he still keeps an inhaler and everything just in case. But for the most part, it's kind of gone by the wayside. Like, he'll still have like occasional episodes and all that, but for the most part, it's pretty much like under control now. As gonna go away, but it's been forever, so IDK. I don't think it goes away. It's just like, I think you like, as you grow and develop, your body becomes able to like, I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I'm not a doctor. It's probably something with like your lungs develop more, so that might be why. My resting blood pressure is near perfect, 120/60. My resting heart rate is fairly healthy at 95/110. Or 95 to 110, excuse me. So I'm always moving a bit, so I don't know if it might be lower naturally. So I really don't know why I can't run. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's a tough question to answer. Used to be bad at running, sure, but I was like in track in 6th grade and was fine, but by 8th grade it's just not something I can do. Huh. I wonder what caused it then. I wonder what like made it so you were not able to do it anymore. It's a tough one to answer. I wonder what it could be then. If it's not like blood pressure related, which is what I kind of figured it would be. I'm not sure what the other option would be, you know? Then worries me that I taste iron. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to... That's why I thought it was blood pressure related. Worry there's some problems there because while I've never seen blood, there's not much else that causes that taste. Yeah, that's why I thought it was like blood pressure related because of like you tasting the iron mainly. But if your blood pressure is normal, then clearly it's not that. I've also never ran taking my blood pressure. It might go crazy when I start running. I guess that's a possibility, but I don't think it would like shoot up like crazy though, you know? Or shoot down like crazy. I'm not really sure how physical activity affects your blood pressure. I thought as you like do it more, like your blood pressure decreases because you're like not struggling for oxygen, but you're trying to take in more oxygen because you're exerting energy and everything. I could be wrong about that. I might have that backwards. Some reason bleeding has become a daily occurrence. That's probably not great. I'm sorry to hear that, CDM. I hope bleeding stops becoming a daily occurrence for you. Hey, what's up, Toadie? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fiora, what are you doing? She's got like a paper ball that I rolled up for her. She is losing her mind over this. Surprised though, like I walk a ton, but I was shocked by 120/60 when I first took it a few months ago. I wouldn't complain if I were you. That's good. I would not complain about a clean bill of health. Look at it that way. It really is a small amount of blood. Like, where do you find the blood? Like, is it like in your... Like, I don't know if I want to know this, actually. I don't know how private we want to get here. I guess if it's only, like, small amounts, I don't know. Sometimes I find, like, if I, like, bite, like, my tongue or, like, the side of my cheek a little too hard, then I'll bleed a tiny bit. But outside of that, yeah, I don't usually see, like, blood every day. My chin, sometimes my neck. Maybe you're just, like, scratching too hard or something? Maybe that's what it is? Almost had my arm amputated in 4th grade. Oh my god. It was so badly broken. I was broken in 4 places and bent back on itself. It happened by falling over in a sand pit. Like a golf sand pit? Oh my god, that sounds extremely painful. You were only in 4th grade when that happened? I can't imagine, like, the amount of pain you must have been in. Oh my god, that sounds awful. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm glad you didn't have to get it amputated. School playground sand pit. Oh, gotcha. That's crazy. That is insane that happened to you. I'm glad you didn't have to get your arm amputated, though. I don't scratch myself often. I don't know what it could be, then. Oh, nope, not 9100. There we go. I'm not sure what it could be. That's crazy. You're good? Glad to hear that, Totodile. Should I think for a male Rhyhorn and Scarlet? How goes the hunting at the moment? Shiny Rhyhorn is nice. It's a very nice shiny. I like it a lot. Oh, wrong button. I'm not a huge fan of shiny Rhydon, but I think shiny Rhyhorn looks really good. I always see myself as a very unhealthy person, but I mean, if your blood pressure and your heart rate are pretty good, I wouldn't say you're unhealthy then. I'll lay down, my feet will hurt enough. I need to get up and just shrug it off. Same thing with the running thing, but I forget walking is good. Huh. Yeah, that's quite the health conundrum, I would say then. Been drawing more recently? Oh, that's fun. I wish I could draw. I have no artistic talent whatsoever. I'm drawing my own OC cookies from this game called Cookie Run Kingdom. Yeah, I've heard of Cookie Run Kingdom. I think it was Young Sam was the first person who told me about that. I know a lot of people play that game. Apparently, it's pretty popular. Made the paramedics swear that they use my photos as a learning thing for new doctors. Oh my god. The photo of my x-ray on the wall at the hospital. That is crazy. When you break your arm so bad, you become the example. That's crazy. At least you were okay, though. That's what matters. And I guess look at it this way. You're helping new paramedics learn. Look at it that way. Cookie run mentioned. There it is. RG 3 cookies, chocolate moon pie. Oh, that sounds yummy. This is my main OC. Celine pie cookie. And oh, popcorn cookie sounds delightful. I saw a, I think it was a GMM video where they were doing like a Willet. And one of the things they did was Willet ice cream cake. And it was a popcorn ice cream cake. And it sounded so good. I want to try it so bad. I love popcorn. I think popcorn is fire. I hate kettle corn though. I think kettle corn is disgusting. Popcorn is top tier. Kettle corn is bottom tier. I don't always notice how much physical activity I naturally do. I eat closer to 4,000 calories a day, but I also burn almost exactly the same again over time. Well, there you go. If you're evening out, you're net neutral. That's pretty good. Like with my diet, I think I'm around like 1,500, but I'm also like exercising and like eating only certain types of food groups and everything. Like I've cut out most dairy. So that's also been helping that. So as long as you're breaking net neutral, I guess. You play Cookie Run as well? Dang, there's a trio of Cookie Run players here in chat. Wild. Really hurts in the cold and I can feel lumps of bone in my arm, but from where the breaks were, but at least I still have an arm. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's probably not going to be the same. Like, I'm sure it's not going to be like the same after an accident like that, but at least you still have an arm. That's a perfect way to put it. Some Cookie Run cookies sound kind of nasty though, and some are straight up poisonous. Dibs on the poison ones. Wait, is Celine Pie cookie the right spelling? I always thought it was Celine Pie. Oh, I get it, like key lime, like sea lime. I get it. So many Cookie Run enjoyers. I'm a hardcore enjoyer. Hardcore player. Nice. Definitely seems like it's got some fans. I made myself at the start of every month for a few months. Say exactly the same way to the second decimal every time. And while I am a healthy weight, I've tried to cut out how much I eat. That's the one thing I feel like I've noticed is like cutting out snacking has helped a lot. And like also watching what snacks I eat. Like before I would eat like chips and like cookies and like a lot of candy and stuff. Now like the only like snacks I eat are goldfish and hummus with cucumber slices. Those are my go-to snacks now. And I feel like that's helped me a ton too. And then like eating like less cookies I've noticed is also pretty helpful. So yeah. So do you have any beast cookies? I only have burning spice cookie. This is an in-depth game. What the hell? 4K is a bit too much even if I'm burning it, but because of all that, I'll never see myself as a healthy person. So if you could just like work on cutting it down, then I think you'd be chilling. I didn't have both arms that could be playing Held Everest 2 right now, so case in point, exactly. Wait, it's pronounced Celine? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all would know more than I would. I don't play the game. I just know that the name Celine can be spelled S-E-L-E-N-E or C-E-L-I-N-E, because I had a friend in high school named Celine who spelled it C-E-L-I-N-E. Came to find out she had a crush on me, fun fact. That was an interesting conversation. I have all the beast cookies waiting for the last 2 beasts to come out. Cool. Pretty sure it's key lime. Yeah, I'm based on the way, based on the fact that it's a cookie, I'm going to assume it's key lime. It's supposed to be like key lime, I'm guessing. But I'm just saying I knew someone whose name was Celine. Actually, multiple people whose names were Celine, but spelled it C-E-L-I-N-E. That's all I was saying. I'm pretty sure in this case it's probably sea line or something like that. Like to be like key lime. I've been on a CRK hiatus since the start of the Burning Spice update. I only have Mystic Flower. I don't know what any of the things you guys are saying mean. I'm gonna be honest. I just know it's cookie related. I have no idea what any of it means though. Never even touched the game myself. Refuse I would eat 1 meal a day and then eat like 2,500 calories with the snacks. See, that's not a good way to do it. That's not a good way to do it. That's a fair point. All unhealthy stats, but snacks nonetheless. Even if I'm burning it all off, probably not healthy. No, that is definitely not a healthy way to do it. Even if you are burning it all off, like, it's still not great. Waiting for Cookie Run Oven Smash to come out. What is Cookie Run Oven Smash? Is that gonna be like a sequel or something? Have you awakened any of the ancients? I only awakened golden cheese cookie. That sounds gross. Why would I want, like, a cheese cookie? You guys are hardcore pros, apparently. I know Celine that's spelled Zeline. Yeah, there's a ton of different spells. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I had friends in high school who spelled C-E-L-I-N-E. That's why I pronounced it that way. But I think in this case, it's probably C-line, like to be like key lime. Hey, what's up, Finn? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I already spent over $100 on that game? Jesus Christ. When looking about my arms, I was determined to learn how to grip things again. That went a bit overboard, and now I have almost double the grip strength of my right and dominant arm. I mean, hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Excuse me. Basically, Brawl Stars plus Super Smash Bros. Oh, God. It's a Cookie Run spin-off that got announced a few days ago, and it's going to be similar to Brawl Stars, it seems. Oh, God. Interesting. Still only eat 2 meals a day, which probably isn't the best. Probably not. I only have snacks here and there. Now, sadly, I have a terrible metabolism, so it doesn't do much, but you know. Yeah, I try to, like, outside of, like, maybe a snack a day, every day or two, I try to, like, pick and choose my meals carefully. So, like, breakfast will be, like, something lean. So, like, a rice cake with some peanut butter, some fruit, some turkey sausage, that kind of thing. Lunch will be, like protein stuff. So, like, tuna, almonds, more fruit, and then like maybe some cheese or something. And then dinner will usually be like salad, vegetables, rice, and chicken. It's usually my go-tos. And then like I get a cheat meal every Monday. Which reminds me, Monday, I'm so excited for my cheat meal. I hope the shawarma place I wanted to get last week is open. Because they had a burst pipe and I couldn't get my shawarma. I was so upset. I just wanted shawarma, man. There are tons of cheese cookies like burnt cheese cookie, smoked cheese cookie, and mozzarella cookie, and fettuccine cookie. Mozzarella, maybe, because isn't mozzarella and chocolate a thing in some cases? Don't some people do like mozzarella and chocolate? Or am I wrong about that? Isn't there like a chocolate balsamic that people do as like a topping or something? Did I hear Brawl Stars? I think your ears were burning there, Shadow. It's spelled key lime. Yeah, like key lime. Yeah, key lime's is a flavor. It's really good. I like key lime pie. Key lime pie is so good. The crust on key lime pie, c'est magnifique. I actually want to be healthy. I would have healthy meals, but I have curry and Alfredo like 5 times a week each, so you know, probably not the best. I mean, curry's not terrible for you. It's just very high sodium, I think. Alfredo, yeah, not much you can do about that one. I usually eat pretty healthy, but when it's cheat day, you best believe your boy goes all out on the cheat meals. Like, I'm talking like I'm getting like a pizza, I'm getting like some ice cream, some Reese's. I'm going all in. I've been spelling it wrong the whole time. Yeah, it's key lime, like the fruit. Tastiest cookie of all, onion cookie? That sounds disgusting. So I was figuring out a lot of word spelling. Apparently so. Curry is very good. Curry is so good. I love, like, there's this place I went to that makes like a coconut pineapple curry. Oh my God. Top tier. Absolutely top tier. Some of the best curry I've ever had in my life. It was spicy and sweet and like a little bit. Oh my God, it was so good. This hints at how I'm doing in English class. Ooh. That's a bit rough, ain't it? It's a wee bit rough, ain't it? I practice keys for 7 hours. I was curry every now and then. Oh, hell yeah. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. They have olive cookie. I love olives. I don't know about in a cookie. I didn't mean to talk to you. Whoops. Let's see what... cookie. What cookie? What box you ended up in? God, I'm stuck in Cookie Run, or whatever it's called. Cookie Run Kingdom. You guys got me like stuck on that now. I almost said, what cookie you ended up in, little egg? Oh God. But every now and then I do mean 5 times a week. Damn. I don't think I could eat curry that much, and I love curry. The video is out, Kai. Oh, let me get that link, brother. Let me get that link, though. Actually, wait, I'll just pull it up on... hold on, we're gonna take a little bit of a break because Jert YT has released a video, guys. I repeat, sound the alarms. 1 hour of unreleased Jert YT footage. Yeah, I know what I'm watching later. I know what I'm watching later. Absolutely, we are checking that out later. Let's go. I can't wait. I wonder if the Xenoblade footage that you had will make the video. I think the audio got corrupted on that one. Cookie indeed. Da, 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 da. Rayon's so good. There's just so many types of curry to have. Can't fault you there. Like I said, I don't eat popcorn 3 times a week. I don't have anything else to eat. I love popcorn. I would eat popcorn 3 times a week, honestly. Popcorn is so good. When I worked at for Dick's Sporting Goods, that's what I would eat as my lunch. Was I would just bring a bag of popcorn with me, and that'd be my lunch for the day. Because I worked the morning, so I would go in the morning, get a coffee and like wake up wrap from Dunkin', and then I would bring a bag of popcorn with me for lunch, and then I would just have whatever I wanted when I got home for dinner. Top tier. That was the way to do it. I was in good shape then too, because I was running a lot and working out a lot. Like, I actually was not in bad shape, honestly. The power of eating popcorn for lunch, apparently. That was me a year ago. There's a weird ringing every few minutes coming from upstairs. I need to figure out what it is. Alrighty. I hope you figure out the ringing situation. I'm getting into like more like J-pop and K-pop lately. I'm still not like fully sold on a lot of it, but like I'm listening to some J-pop right now. It kind of hits. It kind of be hitting at the moment. I've also noticed that like on my like gym playlist and everything, I've been putting like more like anime songs and stuff. And there's a YouTube video or a YouTuber I watch. He's a wrestler named Sheamus, and he does like workout videos and everything. He always asks like people, what's the most embarrassing song on your gym playlist? And then I know for sure that mine would be like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of like anime songs on here. You listen to Idol Master Music, it's so good. I'm obsessed with Spade No Q, also AKB48. AKB48 I've heard of. That's the only one I've heard of though. I have heard of AKB48. Couldn't tell you anything about him, but I know I've heard of him. How would you like a 9-layer ham sandwich with pickles and cucumbers from Scarlet and Violet? That sounds delightful, actually. Like, if it was like a country ham sandwich, like, absolutely. I mean, I would like some spicy mustard on top. Yeah, I would take that right now. That sounds fire. Country ham is so good. It's really a thing in the South, though. You don't really see it a lot up north here. Country ham be hitting. Excuse me. Well, guys, we officially more than doubled the amount of Wooloo eggs it took. There's a Japanese exclusive AKB48 game on 3DS called AKB48 Plus Me, where you become an AKB48 member and train and perform with them. But I feel like I've heard of this before, actually. I feel like I have heard of that before, funnily enough. I don't think I've seen gameplay or anything, but I feel like I remember hearing about this somewhere. Might have been like a Digino gaming video or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was. Maybe one day I'll get like really into it, but as of now, I'm just like, there's a couple of like songs and stuff I like. But I was just listening to Rayon a second ago, and she's really good. But I think she's more J-pop than K-pop. I'm pretty sure she's Japanese, not Korean, which would make sense. But she real good. She got a good voice. One of the members of Stray Kids also has a part on the new solo leveling opening, which is pretty cool. It's a good opening too. It's Lisa and Stray Kids? Yeah, sign me up for that. That be hitting. Did I hit all 5? No, I did not. Okay, we got 1 left. Honestly, I have not really been paying much attention to these foxes, so hopefully none of them were shiny and I just boxed them for no reason. I feel like if it was, somebody in chat would have been like, hey Kai, you idiot, that was shiny. But I never, I feel like I'm very unobservant sometimes, so I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be a really funny way to fail a shiny, honestly. Yeah, you know. Alright, we have almost 2 full boxes filled back up again. Are we getting any decent natures on these guys? That one's timid, I guess. That's not bad. Oh, this one's not bad either, actually. Like, we're getting some, like, decent IVs and stuff. So, not bad. I don't think I'll be, like, using this thing in, like, competitive or anything. It's just gonna be, like, a status symbol. Like, yeah, I got a shiny Nickit. What of it? But I wouldn't say no if it had good stats. Something with the alarm is, like, low battery or something, and it's making a ring every now and then. But I don't know where this stuff is, so I can't change the battery. Oh, gotcha. I know it's happened before with, like, smoke alarms. I've had the same issue with like smoke alarms before where like they make like a beeping noise when the battery is low. And it drives me up a wall. Remember when I was in college, I would have to like get the battery for the students and like change them for it. And I hated doing it. Don't worry, if anyone can fail Masuda method shiny, it's you, Kai. Thanks. Every single one has been shiny source. Trust me, bro. Alright, I know that part's not true, at least, thankfully. Nice, I found some mushrooms. Let's go. Just gonna pick these off the ground. Don't mind me. Do I have a full thing? No, I only have 2. Okay. I always go too far away, and then I'm like, oh, wait, yeah. I'm supposed to be hanging out around you so you can get my next egg ready. Mobby, mobby. So you guys want to hear a funny story? In one of my classes right now, we're talking about like phylogenetic trees, which are essentially a way to show how closely 2 organisms are related to one another. And one of the things I'm doing with it is putting a very Kai twist on this. So everybody knows that like Skitty and Wailord are in the same egg group and can breed with one another, right? So weird that a cat can breed with a humpback whale or a blue whale, whatever Wailord's based on. But there actually is some scientific evidence for this because cats and whales actually share a common ancestor and similar bone structures in their legs/flippers, which means people believe that they're actually like pretty similarly related to one another somewhat. And that's I'm assuming why they can actually breed with one another in Pokemon. And I brought this up to one of my professors and they were like, huh, that's a funny reason to know that. And I was like, yeah, about that. I might have a YouTube stream. I didn't say that part, but I just thought it was funny that this was the basis behind my research. They were like, oh, how'd you make this connection? I was like, well, the reason I know about this is because of the video game franchise Pokemon. And if you breed 2 Pokemon, and yada, yada, yada. I actively had to explain Pokemon breeding mechanics on a college, like, discussion board. So that's how I spent my Saturday. That's how I spent my Saturday. But hopefully someone learned something new from that. So I guess there's that positive. What do you want, kitty cat? What do you want? Do you need pets and attention and loving? Is that what you need? Ask and you shall receive. You may have pets. You've been so needy today. Like, you've been so, like, on your own, and then randomly she'll, like, I'll just be, like, I took, like, a little bit of a power nap before stream, and I woke up to Fiora batting at my eyes, being like, hey, dumbass, wake up. I want attention. Like, you're lucky you're cute. That's all I'm saying. 3 more to go. It's gotten late enough into the day that my brain and hands no longer work. Fast enough to whoa, I cannot read. Fast enough time my solves because they'd all be too bad. I think I was supposed to be, I decided not to time my solves, I'm guessing. Because they would be too bad. I'm assuming that's what that was supposed to say. Yeah, I feel like that would just discourage you at that point. Like, if you were too exhausted and you timed yourself, like, all that's gonna do is just make you not feel great. So I think that's good that you're not timing yourself for that, honestly. Like, you don't want to, like, be timing yourself when you've been doing stuff all day and are exhausted. Like, all that's gonna do is just, like, decrease your time and then make you feel bad. And we don't want that to happen. Do you want to come say hi, Fiora? Do you want to come say hello? Do you want to say hi real quick? Oh. Want to come say hello real quick? Oh, did she want to come say hello? What are you up to? What are you doing? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you needed? Oh, is that nice? Is that the right spot? Right there? Right there? What? Do you want to get back down? There you go. Oh, you're gonna chill? You can chill for a bit up here. You can sit on my lap. You just need to make up your mind. And getting on my table / desk is not one of the options that are presented to you, so don't you dare do it. Look, a big part of getting better is doing slow solves, where you solve so slow that you have time to use to make sure all your decision making is perfect. Oh, that seems smart, actually. So that way you can, like, kind of get used to, like, the hand motions and the patterns a little bit easier. That makes sense. I can see that being the case. What are you doing? Either sit down or get down. Why are you choosing to stand up on my lap? Take a seat. Come on. Oh my god, Fiora. You are the most indecisive cat. Why are you like this? There you go. Good job. You did it. I'm so proud. I've never been more proud in my life ever. An embarrassment. You're an embarrassment to your kind. I don't know if I told the story or not, but when I was playing in this soccer league not that long ago, I got, like, a minor injury. So I bought some Epsom salt to, like help it, like, when I was taking, like, a bath or whatever. Like, just take an Epsom salt bath to help it feel better. And, so I had the water on. I'm just lying in my bathtub, and I look up, and there's Fiora just staring at me, and she starts, like, meowing her head off, like, meow, meow, meow. She couldn't bear to be apart from me for that long. Like, I couldn't even take a bath in peace, trying to rest my leg that's been hurting. Like, she had to make her presence known. You're actually ridiculous. You're such a ridiculous little cat. You do that enough, you'll eventually be able to recognize specific cases, and you already know how to do them perfectly. This makes a lot of sense, actually, yeah. Because that's how you get better at practicing, like, certain, like, skill moves and, like, footwork in soccer, is you just do it in slow motion. Makes perfect sense. Then you get 15 seconds of inspection before you solve, so when you're slow, you can practice just the inspection, then scrambling and inspecting again. Yeah, it makes sense. It just seems like it makes sense at that point, yeah. It's literally the same thing in soccer. When you're trying to learn a new skill move, you do it slowly first, and you slowly build up and do it fast enough to do it in a real game. It makes perfect sense. You're not gonna be able to do it, like, immediately first try. Like, you're not gonna be able to do, like, an elastico or anything like that immediately. Like, you gotta go slow motion first. I don't know if anyone here knows what elastico is. Hey, there we go. All right, got a full team of eggs. Let's keep it moving. Oh, wow, that was quick. Holy crap. I was expecting it to be a lot longer. So I was checking my phone. Ooh, good tune. A little As It Is. Hell yeah. Cubers have made sure that they can have enough cubes practice for like 10 hours a day, and when they're too tired to be dexterous enough, they have a bunch of stuff to do then too. Dang, I didn't realize that being a competitive cuber had so much that went into it. No, I don't want to set up a stupid camp. I don't want to do this. Please let me leave. Hi, Moltres. How's it going? Goodbye. Work never stops. Apparently, the grind don't be stopping. Am I all that you'd ever wanted? Or has it been so long that you forgot it? I like a little camp shows up in the bottom left corner. I don't know if I've ever seen that symbol before because I never did one. And take your chances, run and blink in the same breath. Now we're getting somewhere, Spotify. Now we're getting somewhere. Much, much better. This band I like called As It Is re-recorded a bunch of their like most popular songs, kind of like a la of Taylor Swift, like re-recording new versions of them and everything. Top tier. It goes so crazy. Hurt you when I did. All right, we're gonna need to release some more Pokemon soonish, but it won't be until we hit 150 encounters. At least the Nickit like don't take long to hatch. That's good. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to hit my 2x2 goal, get very close to my 4x4 goal, and get a second faster on average on 3x3. I hope you can too. Sure, you got this. More you do it, the better you get, you know? That do be how it works. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get lots and lots of shinies. That's what I hope for tomorrow. I have a lot of crap I have to do, actually. I know I have to do some cleaning tomorrow. I think I'm getting together with some friends tomorrow. I have to finish some stuff for school, get some lessons planned out. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow for your boy. I'm gonna be a little bit busy tomorrow. Has it been so long that you've forgotten? My goals for the comp are 5 seconds on 2x2, currently 8 seconds, a minute 30 on 4x4, currently 150, sub 20 on 3x3, currently 23. Those seem doable, I would say. I know I'm not a cuber, so I don't know like much of the logistics behind them, but I'd say those seem doable. I'm sure you can do it if you just keep practicing. Every time I hatch these guys, I panic thinking I missed a shiny. Thankfully, I don't feel like I've ever missed a shiny. I've failed a shiny, but only I've ever missed one. Like, every time people have been like, oh, Kai, you missed a shiny, we always prove that I did not. I've failed multiple shinies, but I've never missed one, so. So, thankfully, I have not found a way to somehow miss a Masuda method hunting shiny yet. I probably would find a way, though. I'm gonna skip this song. What we got? Ooh, the beaches. Hell yeah. Trying to think how much longer we're gonna go. Probably until we at least get to 150. I think 150 will be a good stopping point, and then we can like do a bunch of mass releases afterwards. And by mass releases, I mean I can just do this off camera so you guys don't have to witness it. That seems like a good call. I would say I have different skill ceilings for all of them. With my current knowledge, I'd say I have about a 4-second skill ceiling for 2x2, 120 for 4x4, and 19 for 3x3. Oh yeah, I think you're pretty close to all of those then, so I think it's definitely doable. Stream the release on Discord? Sure, man. If that's really what you want. If you want to watch me release a bunch of Pokemon. Sure, we can do that. I don't know why you'd want to watch me release a bunch of foxes, but why not? 998 subscribers, by the way. Yeah, we are 2 away from 1,000. So if you are not already subscribed, what are you doing? We are 2 people away from 1,000 subs. So if you have not already subscribed, please make sure you do. Okay, there we go. I'll give you a cookie. I accidentally hit my microphone wire. Yeah, we're 2 subs away from 1,000. It's pretty crazy, man. I never thought I would even get anywhere near that amount. My 2x2 time down should be super easy. My 4x4 should be easy, but it's a very hard puzzle, so I don't know. My 3x3 time is near perfected for what I know, so it's definitely the hardest. Yeah, I can see that. I'm sure, like, once you actively, like, get into the competition, though, like, I'm sure you'll be okay. You still got a little bit of time between now and then. Still, like, a full week, right? Because it was the 29th, you said, I think. Mic out? Yeah, I noticed. We're good. I figured it out right away that time because I actually did it. That one was my fault. I actively punched the microphone. I didn't actually punch it. I wouldn't do that. I like this mic too much to punch it. It's good quality, but it just falls out a lot sometimes. The quality might be great, but the wire is a bit loose, so what can you do? I'll take over my previous one where the quality was fine and the wire was still loose. Like at that point, I'll just deal. It's fine. This feels like a lot. We've gotten like, we're probably gonna get what, 150 done in about 3 hours. That's like 50 encounters an hour. That feels pretty good. I wish they had like auto battle in this game because that would make the brilliant aura farming so much easier. 2x2 and 4x4 are new strategies, so they're pretty unrefined. Oh, so it should be fine to get them down. But my 3x3 time is refined, so that I might need to learn new things to get it quicker. Think it'll be like, how hard do you think it'll be to able to pick up on those new tricks then? Like pretty easy, pretty tough? What are you thinking? Hopefully the former and not the latter. Hopefully you don't struggle with it too much. I'm sure that wouldn't be great to like focus on all these new techniques and then struggle in the competition because of it. Sure, that would just be frustrating at that point. Ooh. My body hurts. My body hurts. Kind of hungry, but it's like 9 o'clock at night. I probably shouldn't be eating right now. I got all my calories for the day that I wanted to already, so unfortunately, I'll just drink a lot more water. That's the move, I think. Bro, Nick gets adorable, and then it evolves. It makes me so sad that what they did to this guy. Thivo looks so tragic. Like, Nickit is actually so adorable. Like, why they gotta do my boy like that? Alright, we'll do 20 more encounters. We'll fill up this box, and then we'll probably wrap it on up. I think that's the move. It's Pete learning the new things. For 2x2, it's a simple puzzle that I just need to get my recognition time up, and I'll be at 5 seconds, which just requires a lot of solves. So it's just like you just repetition, essentially. Just like constant repetition. To get it down, essentially. Hey, what's up, Pogoako? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's your day going? Just found out the Jaguars are the only team never won an AP award. Ah, sucks to be Jacksonville. I had a friend in college who was a big Jaguars fan. And as a Jets fan, I want to feel bad for him as a Jets fan and Lions fan, but I think I've also suffered enough myself. Love the consistent streams. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been trying to keep them more consistent now. Been trying to, at least. Now that I'm actually able to and life isn't constantly getting in the way. So yeah, feels good to be streaming again consistently. Fun fact, I've never seen you find a shiny live. Didn't you see me? Weren't you here when I was doing my Emerald Rogue ones? Because weren't you giving me the advice defective? Because didn't you give me the info I needed to like find my it was either a Steedy or a Comfey I found. I thought that was your help. Maybe you left before I got it then. But I swear I remember you're the one who like told me how to do it. Because you were like, yeah, just do a shiny Pokeblock and then like speed up forever. But maybe you left before I got the shiny. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, in a mainline game. Fair point, fair point. Well, hopefully we can change that before the end of today's stream then. I'm a Jets fan. Yeah, I'm a Jets fan. More Lions fan, but I still root for the Jets quite a bit. How am I liking the Justin Fields trade? I'm excited. I think he's never really gotten a chance, and I'm hoping that the Jets, since they're desperate, give him one and let him run with it. Now, our offensive line, on the other hand, and maybe it's a good thing he runs with it because he's going to need to run because our offensive line's pretty terrible. So I think us having a mobile quarterback is actually decent. I think we kind of need one of them with how bad our offensive line is. My 4x4 time is awful right now. I need to improve in basically every aspect right now. But mainly I need to memorize the order of the colors and I can improve at any time by like a minute. Okay. So if you can just get those patterns down with the colors, you should be good then. So just keep practicing that. Much rather be a Jets fan than a Browns fan. It's true that at least we've won and made a Super Bowl. Granted, it was like the third one ever, but you know, at least we got one. The Browns cannot say that. A Steelers fan, we should have had him in more. I thought you guys were going to keep Fields more than Russell Wilson. But apparently you guys might get Aaron Rodgers now or something. I don't know. Because Russell Wilson's getting old. I don't know what's up with him. Because people think he's going to go to the Giants. I don't know. Before the centers can move, so you need to know the order they go in. It should take about 30 seconds, and the first step, it takes me over about a minute because of it. Oh, okay. So how long do you think it'll take you to get that time down then to 30 seconds? We're apparently in love with old quarterbacks. Apparently so. You went from Ben Roethlisberger to who did you guys have after that? It was Roethlisberger. Then you guys had Kenny Pickett, and then you got Kenny Pickett wasn't old, but then you got Russell Wilson, and now might be Aaron Rodgers. That is pretty funny to think about. I wanted Aaron Rodgers to go to the Vikings, so we could have done the exact same thing Brett Favre did, and that would have been hilarious. Browns have won their division since 1989. That's tragic. I mean, to be fair, the Jets haven't made the playoffs in 14 years, though. Like, I think the last time we made it was 2010. So I think we have the longest playoff drought in the NFL right now. Need Jackson Dart. I can see Jackson Dart going to Pittsburgh. That's a good shout. I could see that. I think Shador or Cam Ward probably goes number one. I don't see Tennessee taking Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter ends up in New England probably. Just like the order of the rainbow, it's just something you need to know, and memorizing it takes time. Gotcha. Pick you with more Super Bowl time than Dak Prescott? True. Good point, good point. Hopefully I can do enough practice tomorrow. I can get everything but that good. I hope so. Then it'll probably take 3 or 4 days to get to the point of instant recognition. All right, so not terrible. You've got time. You got over a week still. Or exactly a week, I should say. The Giants already signed their franchise quarterback? They did? Who did the Giants sign? Who did the Giants sign? Did I miss something? Jameis Winston. Famous Jameis. Yes. Yo, he's going to replicate the 30 for 30 season. Let's go. Famous Jameis. What a goat. I mean, at least like they'll give him like a serviceable backup. He'll give him a decent backup. So I guess there's that. Like, if I was going to have a backup quarterback in my league for my team, I would not be upset if it was Jameis Winston. I don't know how I feel about him starting as a quarterback for my team, but as a backup, you could do worse. You could definitely do worse. You could have Desmond Ridder as your backup. Look at it that way. I felt bad for him. I was excited for him when he got drafted by Atlanta, but he played like complete and utter dog water. Like I think they had Taylor Heineke, I want to say, as his backup, and Heineke actively looked better every single time he came in compared to Desmond Ritter. That part is the longer that I solve is less I can practice. Oh, true. Yeah, well, because that just makes sense. Yeah. Can do 100 2x2 solves in half an hour, 100 3x3s in an hour and a half, but over 100 4x4s takes over 4 hours. Jesus Christ. That is a long time for... That's a lot of practice and a long time to do cubing like that. Have I had any shiny luck today? Not quite yet. Not quite yet, unfortunately. We are 135 encounters of Nickit eggs into this current hunt. So we're still way, way under odds. So I don't expect to get it for a little bit longer. Feel bad for Trey Lance at the same time. I also don't feel bad at all. No, I don't feel bad for Trey Lance at all. Screw Trey Lance. I think that you guys got real lucky you stumbled into Brock Purdy, though. Because Trey Lance is pretty dog water. I cannot believe that the Niners gave up 3 first-round picks for him. And then he played like 2 total games. If I try to do nothing but 4x4 with no breaks for 4 hours, I just get slower at the end. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just going to make you get burnt out on it. And make it even harder for you. And we definitely don't want that, especially when you're about to have a competition. You gotta get locked in for the competition, not be burnt out on it completely before it's even started. That was the Niners' fault for taking him, even though he only had 1 year of film. Yeah, exactly. Like, I get he had a great year for North Dakota. Or North Dakota State, whichever one it was. But, like, 1 year of film, you gotta give that some more seasoning. Like, come on. Like, I'm not an NFL GM, so, like... Take that with a grain of salt, but... I feel like I could have done a better job than that. Like, I could have been, like, the sensible person in the room who would have said, hey... This guy's only had a year of film. Maybe we wait on this. Or maybe you wait and see if you can get him like day 2 or day 3. I love me some North Dakota State. It is North Dakota State? Hell yeah. Go Bison? True. I'm an Appalachian State fan myself. Hey, what's up, Axel Blades? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's your day going? If your love would stop. Alright, we'll do probably 12 more encounters, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. A day was going good until now. What happened? Sorry to hear that your day's not going good anymore. What happened? I would die if your love would stop. How about you? Pretty good. Can't complain. I got some schoolwork done today, so pretty chill day. Gotta do some cleaning tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. All right, 140. We'll go for 10 more. Dude, I wish they would have put like the mass release thing in this game. That'd actually make this game so much better. I would probably prefer this game to Scarlet and Violet if they had the mass release function. And I mean that. Alright, let's go. Went to Wingstop and was there for 3 hours and never got my food. What? What the heck happened? It was my first time too. I was looking forward to trying it. What? How did they just like lose your order or something, or what happened? Were they busy? What was going on? How did they forget you for 3 hours? If it was like an hour, that's still a bit much, but like I could maybe see it, but 3 hours is ridiculous. I would have, after an hour and a half, I'm leaving and getting my money back. Like, I'm sorry, like, I get people are busy and I get service industry jobs and like food service jobs are hard, But like 3 hours for some wings is a bit ridiculous. Like that's where I draw the line. I'm not waiting 3 hours for wings. At the past day and a half doing a 4x4, whenever I got too tired, I switched to 2x2 for 20 minutes. I did 52 4x4 solves and 101 2x2 solves. Seems like solid practice. Seems like a good practice regiment you got going on. They're only taking online orders. My dad placed them, but they said he never got the order, so we just left. What the hell? He better not have gotten charged for it then. Also, why were they only taking online orders? What the hell? That's so weird. Every time I've gotten Wingstop, I've gone in and picked it up. I think he got charged. Oh, I would raise hell. I ain't spending like $15 on wings and never getting my food. Screw that crap. I'm gonna show my bank account statement being like, no, I was charged. Here you go. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Even when 4x4 was happening to do 2x2's practice, I doubled the 2x. I'm confused reading this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so disappointed. I'm sorry. That's frustrating. Yeah, you did double your 2x2 solves though, Murph. To be fair though, it's a 2x2 versus a 4x4. Probably a lot easier to solve, like you were saying. Damn. That's frustrating. That's not a great first experience to have for someone who's looking forward to trying Wingstop for the first time ever. Because now it's always gonna like linger in your memory about this experience of it. At least I found you in my Totodile line. Nice. And you got 2 shiny Tricos. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better at least. That's good. That's a nice positive spin we can put on things, I suppose. Look at it that way. I wanna be alone tonight. All I wanna do is... Alright, let's get this shiny little gray fox. Oh, if I get it, I have to name it Gray Fox, like from Metal Gear Solid. I have to. That's too perfect. It just hit me. I feel like I have to. That's like too perfect of a nickname. Or I can name it like Solid Snake or something. Or Revolver, like Revolver Ocelot, maybe? I don't know. Now I'm on a Metal Gear Solid kick. Gotta get the fox before we can nickname it. So I said tomorrow I can for sure hit my 2x2 goal, but not sure my 4. Oh, that makes sense. All I need is more practice, just much easier to practice a ton of 2x2s. Oh, well, yeah. That just makes sense, yeah. One might say it might take roughly double the amount of practice. Probably a lot more than that, actually. 4x4 is probably way harder. It probably goes up exponentially, actually. All right, one more from this batch of eggs. Let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, number 145. Could this be lucky number 145? It was not. Oh, well. All right, we'll probably do one more set of 5 eggs, and we'll probably wrap up. Just because I don't think people want to watch me, like, mass release 100 Pokemon. So, figure I'll do that, and then we'll pick up next Saturday with some more Sword and Shield. But first, we got 5 more eggs to do, so maybe we'll even get it before then. Who knows? Takes 19 times longer to solve? Yeah, fair point. Fair point indeed. All right, there's number 2. 3 more. Give me eggs, give me eggs, give me eggs, give me eggs, give me eggs. Rolling around at the speed of sound. I'm waiting for eggs right outside of this daycare. Luckily, because I'm turning my 4x4 into a 3x3, I get to practice my 3x3 algorithm recognition. Oh, there you go. That's smart. killing two birds with one stone on that. That's actually really clever. That's a really good plan. All right, I need one more egg from you, and then we can start trying to hatch these fools. Perfect. All right, that should be 5. Yep. Hell yeah. All right, off we go. No, that's a really smart way to do it. That way you're like kind of doubling up on the practice while still getting like practice for multiple different competitions out of the way. I like the idea a lot. All right, 4 more eggs to go. And then we'll probably be calling it here. Nice and little 3-hour stream. Pretty quick and easy. Mama's gonna make some mac and cheese because I'm starving. Can't go wrong with some classic mac and cheese. Look at it that way. Sucks you didn't get your Wingstop, but can't go wrong with some classic mac. It's funny, there's 12 algorithms I know for 12x2, which is completely unique to 3x3, 6 other meadow for pyramids, and about how many for 3x3? Just 40? Jesus Christ. I can barely memorize 40 names, let alone 40 algorithms. Yeah, no thank you on that front. Eye. All right, number 148. Nope. All right, 2 more. See if we can get him with these last 2. I feel like either way, 150 encounters in a 3-hour stream is pretty good, I would say. All right, number 149. I agree. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, 1 left. Can this one, number lucky 150, be the one? Survey says... Little drum roll action. No. All right, we did not get it. Oh, well. Now you don't need to know all 40, though funnily enough, the method I'm learning has 4 steps. Steps 1 and 2 have 0 algorithms. Step 4 is 21. Following step 3 is 57. Jesus Christ, cubing is hard work. All right, we did not get our shiny, unfortunately. After this Discord call with my vid on and with some Kai releases, sure thing, buddy. You got it. I'll hop on in just a second. All right, we did not get this, unfortunately. We'll be back next Saturday with this, but tomorrow night we'll be picking up with some Scarlet and Violet. So make sure you guys tune in to that. We will be doing some shiny hunting in that game. So make sure you all are ready for that. Same time tomorrow, we'll be back for that, doing some mass outbreaks, a little bit of hunting in there. So make sure you all are tuning in. I'll see you all then. Until then, take care. Have yourselves a good day, afternoon. Thanks for being here. Have a good evening, night, all that fun jazz. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Take care and peace.